Leander Memorial Stadium for tonight's contest between the Leander Lions and the visiting Cedar Park Timberwolves. It is rivalry night, and it looks like the Lions and Timberwolves may have gotten lucky and dodged the weather as something rolled through late this afternoon. And it looks like it's going to be fairly clear. And if we're lucky, we'll be able to get this in the allotted time. Joining me tonight on the broadcast is going to be Mark Sickles. We want to thank Peter Casimir, Mr. Purrier, and Jacob for helping out with the cameras. Mark and I will switch spots from time to time. Mark will, which quarters you want, Mark?
You can take the first and third.
Okay.
I'll try 2 and 4.
That'll work. And we'll bring you as much action as possible this evening. And again, we'll have the 3 cameras, one fixed on the scoreboard, the other 2, one from the traditional angle. It looks like Peter's away from it at the moment. And the other from the end zone here, as we have the past couple of weeks. Quickly, we want to mention the Lion sponsors. These boosters, sponsors support Lion football, and they go a long way to covering a lot of the costs that are involved in running a 5A high school football program. The gold level sponsors are Mercy Veterinary Hospital, online at mercy-vet.com. That's mercey-vet.com. You can reach them at 512-890-2000 or stop by their location at 18109 Ronald Reagan Boulevard in Leander. It's a privately owned 15,000 square foot state-of-the-art small animal veterinary practice and luxury pet resort. They want to be your trusted animal hospital, and they offer a wide range of services to meet all your pet's needs, from comprehensive preventative care and vaccines, management for chronic conditions, acute illnesses, soft tissue and orthopedic surgery, to luxury boarding, doggy daycare, and grooming. The experienced veterinarians and dedicated staff provide compassionate and personalized care. Excuse me, had to hit the cough mic or the cough button. Then the second gold sponsor, Rush Automotive, online at myrushauto.com/Leander. You can call them at 512-548-6134. That's 512-548-6134. They're located at 2276 U.S. Highway 183 in Leander. They also have locations in Round Rock and Bastrop. They provide premium auto care. They have the skills, knowledge, and commitment to diagnose and fix any issue you're having with your truck or car. They utilize state-of-the-art tools, technology, and equipment to ensure flawless results, and they're certified technicians. With their certified technicians, they stand out from the rest due to their work ethic, dedication, and expertise in their auto repair shop. Their customer service and customer lounge is top notch. So reach out to those gold level sponsors. The silver level sponsors include, hey, looks like we might have a crowd mic going here.
Blue Bells.
It does. They finally got the crowd mic turned on. We'll turn that way down for the moment. As you can see, it's senior night as the camera pans across the array of seniors and their family members. We would have brought that to you a little earlier, but we did not have a stadium mic. We went and made a request to the stadium crew. It looks like they were able to get it turned on. But let's get back to those silver sponsors. Leander Athletic Club, online at leanderathletic.club.com. You can call Leander Athletic Club at 512-876-1855 or stop by 190 North Baghdad Road, Suite D in Leander. They'll provide for your fitness, wellness, and recovery. They have a main gym, a yoga studio, and a cycle studio. They have adult and youth classes during the week and on the weekend, so make sure to reach out. Your health is one of the most important things you got. Lot Governmental Affairs, LLC. You can find LGA, Lot Governmental Affairs, on the LinkedIn and Facebook platforms. Earl Lott will help his clients in their private and public sectors to address environmental issues, ensure compliance. He also assists corporations as leaders in environmental responsibility. And the last silver sponsor, RDZ Roofing, online at rdzroofing.com. or you can call RDZ at 512-316-1195. They provide quality roof services for your home, and they believe in taking a personalized approach to every project they undertake, whether it's roof repair, roof replacement, inspection, emergency roofing, or roofing claims. So make sure you reach out to those sponsors. Mark, we're getting ready to get started here. You got some info for us on district?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is going to be a huge game tonight. Not only the rivalry between Leander and Cedar Park, but also some playoff implications. Right now, College Station is still undefeated at 5-0. Georgetown's at 4-1. A&M Consolidated at 4-1. And then this is the mix. Cedar Park is at 3-2. They play Leander tonight, and then they play Georgetown next week. Then Leander, Hendrickson, Eastview, and Glenn are all at 1-4. So looking at tonight and looking at next week, if Leander can run the table, beating Cedar Park tonight, and then Eastview next week, and if Cedar Park loses tonight, then they have a tough game against Georgetown, depending on how the other teams pan out, with Hendrickson playing Eastview, but then they play College Station. Leander could be in the playoffs.
Yeah, and they certainly have a lot to play for besides just it being a rivalry. This current crew of seniors here on senior night has yet to beat Cedar Park in a varsity football game. So that you have that alone should be motivation to see quite a performance from the Lions. And again, this is not a typical Cedar Park team that is going to be competing for first place in district. In fact, this is an opportunity for the Lions to get that win that they've been looking for over the last few years.
Yeah, definitely. Tonight's games, Eastview is at Hendrickson, Glenn is at Georgetown, and then College Station is at A&M Consolidated. So we'll keep you updated on some of those scores, but we're looking forward to tonight's game here at Bible Stadium, and it's going to be a good one.
And I'll try not to tip you off on the Rangers Diamondbacks game, which I'll be also playing in the background. We'll keep the volume down, and I promise I won't tip you off. And if I am going to announce a score, I'll give you an opportunity to plug your ears in case you've got that on the DVR at home.
Yes, we've got about 9 minutes before kickoff. It is senior night, and we'll try to shout out all of the seniors as we go through the game tonight. But we just, want to thank you for tuning in to SHN Sports with Chuck and myself, and this has been a fun year.
That's
And
right. It's not over yet.
and especially last week, I mean, what an exciting game, and winning that game, and we just saw a lot of, I don't know if you would say, a lot of pressure, a lot of tension, but everyone was so excited after that game, not only because it was a great game, but they got that district win, which they've needed, and they've had some tough breaks so far with turnovers or penalties, throughout the season, losing 2 games by 1 point, and they got the breaks last game, and it paid out.
Yeah, and they really, it's one thing to get the breaks, but it's a whole other task to capitalize on those breaks. And we saw the Lions take advantage of the breaks that were presented them. But to me, the biggest key in that game was the ability for the offense to drive down with time running off the clock and not go backwards in that possession and to score a touchdown for the win.
Yep.
Quite exciting. Let me shout out the Browns. Ever since the Browns beat San Francisco, I've been a fan. Bronze level sponsors: Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Golden Chick, Blue Bottom Pools, Black Rock Coffee Bar, McDonald's of Leander, Modern Shade, Frontier Bank of Texas, Toyota of Cedar Park, State Farm Insurance with Shannon Johnson, Jamba Juice and Auntie Anne's, Whitestone Jewelry, Texas Pools and Patios. The Lions' pride sponsors include the Grissom Insurance Group, State Farm Insurance with JT Reisdorf, Mosaic Dentistry, and the food sponsors. These are the ones that provide meals for the team at a variety of events, and they include Sharks Burger, Top Shelf Photo Booth, Your Wreath Girl, Smoky Moe's Texas Barbecue, Mayfield Dairy Queen, Dignified Dwellings Realty, Quality Moving and Storage, Guaco Taco, Great American Cookies, The Hobby Shop, and the water sponsor is Family House Fellowship. Now, Mark, we also have another broadcast coming up just past this weekend. You had a Lion Nation podcast on Monday, and we're going to be doing another one this coming Monday for Trunk or Treat. Last year, it was out in the parking lot right outside the athletic uh, entrance at the front of the school, and everybody pulls up to their car and opens up their trunk, and kids go from trunk to trunk and their costumes and collect candy. And we spend about 45 minutes to an hour talking to coach about tonight's game and the upcoming Eastview game. So if you can't come out to trunk or treat, make sure you tune in to it. It'll be Monday night at 6:30.
Yeah, weather permitting, of course. We're going to have maybe that cold front coming through, maybe some rain. So, check the school. I'm sure they'll post if it's going to be canceled or not, or if they're going to move it inside or whatever they're going to do.
Bring a jacket though
Yep,
if you're going to come out.
definitely.
And it looks like the school song for Leander's being played. We'll get a little piece of that real quick. Well, we won't. Yeah, I guess not. So I guess the announcement for the Bluebells was so loud that it overpowered our mics. Not sure what's going on with the crowd there.
Well, maybe it'll come back on in a bit. If it does, we'll bring it to you. If it doesn't, just we'll do the best we can to get you the game here on the stream.
We promise we're here at the stadium. We're not in a closet somewhere bringing you the game. The crowd mic really does add to the experience, but if it's not available because of equipment failure by the stadium, there's not a whole lot we can do.
So it looks like the Timberwolves are over near their tunnel. They're stretching out. Lions are coming down the steps out of their locker room, heading on to the north end zone area back there, getting ready. We've got about 4:18 or so before kickoff, maybe a little bit after that. But looks like we have some wind tonight. It's coming out of the south, the right side if you're looking at the broadcast.
Yeah, we have the whether it's the fortune or misfortune, I don't know, of our booth being directly between the two coaching staffs that sit up in the press box. So to our left we have the Cedar Park coaches, and to our right we have the Leander coaches, and both of those rooms are full. They're ready to get going, and I suppose they put us between them to keep them separated to some degree. I've seen it in a lot of stadiums I've done games in. The coaches will put up a big piece of cardboard on the window just because they don't want somebody peeking in to see if they can read lips or get a look at a play or a playbook or something like that. So uh, I guess we're the cardboard, Mark.
Yep, we are, but we can obviously hear them, and we do quite a bit.
Yeah,
Lots
we
of
had
yelling.
during the Bastrop game. One of the Bastrop coaches left with a hand injury. He hit the table so hard over a call by one of the referees, and that was an exciting football game early in the year. Lions dropped that one by a single point. The Lions, those two games against Del Rio and Bastrop, those were wins. That overall record looks a lot better. But again, as we mentioned, they can make the playoffs, but they got to win tonight to have a chance next week at the postseason.
Yep.
Looks like the Lions are getting ready to come out again. Senior night, class of 2024. Looks like it says hashtag checked out. I guess that means they're done with the school year. We're just a few months in, and here they come. You can see them coming directly at the field camera.
Couple players tripping over each other.
Well, that happens when you got a bunch of parents and stuff out on the field.
Yep, reminds me of some of the little pee-wee games that we did where the kids would try and run through and break the sign, and sometimes they would, sometimes they wouldn't.
Sometimes the sign was too much.
Yeah, Lions are wearing their blue jerseys and white pants, and Cedar Park is white on white with their green helmets.
You see the Lions there in the end zone. A nice close-up shot of a guest on Monday's podcast, Michael Segovia. And, of course, the Timberwolves out on the field now. We'll move to that wider camera for the moment. Let the Lions get an opportunity to have a discussion. Okay, let's go back. I can't stand it. It's such a good shot down there. Thank you on the field again to Jacob and Mr. Purrier as they're helping out with the broadcast, and we really appreciate it. And that brings me to, if you are interested or your child is interested in helping out with the broadcast, or they're interested in broadcasting potentially sports of any kind, and they want to, have an opportunity to participate in, then please reach out to Coach Price or the Booster Club, Martin Kano, the president of the Leander Booster Club, any of those people, and they'll get you to us, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, they can learn production. They don't have to talk. They can just sit here in the booth and absorb what we've learned over the years with our failures and our successes, and how to hook up the equipment, camera, everything.
It looks like we're about to have the national anthem again. We don't really have a crowd mic that's working very effectively. I'm going to turn it up to C. Yeah, it's just bringing static. Apologize.
Wish we would have had the crowd mic on that. That was a great rendition right there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and maybe they're working on it. And again, because of the weather, that could be the issue. Because we had a little bit of trouble with it. It's been 3 or 4 weeks ago. We had a little bit of trouble with it during the middle of the game, but since then it's been fixed.
Yep.
And so it's potential that the rain affected the viability of that microphone since it's outside, and it may take a couple of hot days before that thing starts working right again. Again, we'll avoid giving you too many updates. Getting ready to get started. Captain's coming out onto the field for the Lions. We got number 5, Joe Weesey, number 21, Jacob Bay. Looks like Weesey's coming back out. 27, Kenyon Anderson. Number 18, Charles Allender. And number 14 there on the end is Aiden Parker. You see those Timberwolf numbers?
Yeah, for the Timberwolves, it looks like it is number 18, Carter Wohl. Number 27 is Isaiah King. Number 44 is Grayson Alex. And number 68, don't have a 68. Is that a 60?
Could be
62. 62, my fault. That is Munir Alzer. Wrote down the wrong number.
Another Alzer, huh?
Another Alzer, yep.
Loaded with Alzers. And they played every position from quarterback to linebacker. It looks like this one's a lineman. I didn't see who won the toss, Mark. I was too busy thinking about Alzers. Did you?
No, I did not. Sorry. I was looking at the players instead, trying to verify the numbers.
And it looks like the Lions are coming out excited, so we'll see. Potentially, it looks like they
Yeah,
may
it
have
looks
their
like they're
kick
going to.
return
Yeah, kick
unit out
return
there.
unit is getting ready.
So the Lions will start with the football, and that tends to make me believe it's not necessarily the case, but it tends to make me believe that Cedar Park did win that toss and defer. That's typically what you would do in a rivalry game. Although occasionally you might want to showcase your offense and maybe have some kind of plan so you win the toss and take the ball. But I'm going to assume that it doesn't matter either way at this point, obviously, because the Lions will get the ball to open the game and Cedar Park will get the ball to open the third quarter.
Yeah, it looks like Lions will be on the left side of your screen on the north end. They'll be going left to right if you're listening in your car or elsewhere. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Looking forward to an exciting game, and it always is against Cedar Park.
And the Lions will come out in kick return formation. Back deep to receive for Leander is going to be Isaac Montgomery and Zane Wooldridge. And they'll probably do something similar to that bunching up thing that they were doing against Hendrickson to not allow the kickoff team for Cedar Park to select their returner. And it looks like the kicker is going to be Andrew Gagier for the Timberwolves. And he looks like he's aiming to the side there, like he may be going to try a little bit of an onside here to open it. No, he's going to kick a little bit of a pooch kick, and it's going to hit the ground and be fielded by Montgomery. He's up the left sideline at the 40. He's pushed out. What a return. He caught it on a bounce, and the Timberwolves thought he was just going to step out of bounds. He ended up getting about 23 yards on that return.
Yeah, nice job scooting right up the sideline. Had to dodge, one or two of the Cedar Park players, but yeah, I think they were expecting the ball to go out of bounds. He made one person miss and got up the sideline, so they're in good field position starting at the 39-yard line.
So it looks like they're going to start out with an empty set for the Lion quarterback, Logan Mitchell. We have 5 receivers. They're going to fake to Wooldridge, fake, and then a deep pass down the seam, and it's going to be intercepted by the Timberwolves. Pass intended for Montgomery. And there's a flag that comes in.
Yeah, Garrison Cockrell got the interception, got up and spiked the football on the field, so they'll move him back 15 for that. But yeah, the Lions tried to go big on the opening play and pretty good coverage downfield. The ball kind of fluttered a little bit against the wind, and Cedar Park got the turnover, and they're going to march him back.
I like the aggressive nature of the call. The only thing I would say I would like to have seen differently is a little bit faster developing play. Credit the Cedar Park Timberwolves secondary as they were on Montgomery, had a couple of defenders on him. They'll have the ball for their first possession at their own 18-yard line. It's first down after the turnover. Quarterback number 3, Aiden Arp, will take the snap and he'll hand to the running back off the left side. He'll pick up just a few yards.
Yeah, that's number 21, Trey Hill at running back.
Getting the tackle for the Lions is going to be 99, Caleb Bielfeld. We need to replace that wire. Second down and 8. Arp takes the snap. He'll hand to number 21 again off the right side this time, and Trey Hill will get about 6 yards. It's going to make it third and about 2. Big play here early for the Lion defense. They'll see if they can get off the field.
Yeah, see if the defense can step up and get a push on the defensive line here.
And it will remain Hill, and he'll get the handoff. It looks like he'll pick up the first down just barely at about the 29. We saw a bolt of lightning, but that was out in the distance.
Yeah, Parsons and Rodriguez in on that tackle, but they'll move the chains 1st and 10.
So Arp with Hill in the backfield, and it looks like that's the backfield you'll see for most of the evening. We got 2 receivers top of the formation with a wing back, and he'll come in motion. Arp drops straight back. Looking down the right side, he's got a man open, number 13, and gets it off his fingertips. That intended receiver, Gavin Chapa.
Yeah, got behind the corner, and safety wasn't over in time. He had him, but Yeah, a throw just off of his fingertips, diving attempt, incomplete, but we got a flag.
Yeah,
and we got a
hands to the face, going to go against the Lions on that play. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. That'll push the line of scrimmage up to the Cedar Park 44-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Arp and Hill in the backfield. Hill just to the left of Arp. There's the snap. He'll hand to Hill straight ahead. He'll try to bounce it outside, but Michael Segovia says no, sir. He meets him right in the hole. Give Hill maybe a 1.5, 2-yard gain on that play for 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Segovia did a good job coming up and containing that and making the tackle.
Quickly back up. Arp takes the snap, rolls, flips one into the flat. It's complete to number 15. He's up the left sideline, forced out of bounds in line territory at the 35. That's Blake Suber on the reception and run into line territory. They're going to mark him the 36-yard line. 9:55 on the clock. It'll stop there because of the receiver going out of bounds. We got a pistol formation for the Timberwolves. Allen behind Art. There's a snap. They're going to fake to Allen. Arp decides to tuck it and run. He's going to get wrapped up by Calvin Kessler. No, check that. That's number 23 on the tackle. Tyler Mormon, sophomore defensive back, coming in and making the play for a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, nice job getting upfield and wrapping him up.
That's a sack, right? Quarterback. Yeah. So give Mormon a sack there. 2nd down and 11 now for the Timberwolves. They have a kind of a fullback field with Hill and Arp is number 88, Pecci, and they're going to hand to Hill straight ahead, and he breaks a couple of tackles up the field. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He's going to go in for the early Timberwolf score. It's now 6-0 with 9:13 remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, nice run. One up the middle, made a couple people miss, and good speed by Hill breaking to the outside closest to us and getting in and putting some points on the board.
And Cedar Park did a pretty good job of keeping a pretty frantic pace there offensively, keeping the Lions defense on their heels there. Point after attempt coming up from Gagir, and he'll kick it, and it looks like it's good. Referee will signal such, and it's 7-0 with 9:13 remaining. We'll take a moment and mention the gold level sponsors. They are Mercy Veterinary Hospital, online at mercy-vet.com, or you can call them at 512-890-2000. You can also visit their location at 18109 Ronald Reagan Boulevard in Leander. The second gold sponsor is Rush Automotive, online at myrushauto.com/Leander, or you can call 512-548-6134. And of course, you can pay a visit at 2276 US South Highway 183 in Leander. If you happen to live or work in Round Rock or Bastrop, they have locations there as well. Thank you very much, gold sponsors. Good gear coming out for the Timberwolves to kick off here. Back deep for the Lions, Montgomery and Wooldridge. Also back there, looks like we got Malachi Filan and potentially, I can't see who that up back here on the near side is, and the Lions will run up. It's a pooch kick, and it'll be fielded by that up back. That's number 13, Steriker, and he's going to get dropped pretty quickly at the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st down for the Lions.
Yeah, so Leander's got to come out. They have that one play on offense on their first drive, had an interception on a deep throw. So see if they can get the offense moving down the field and get the chains going.
Yeah, you kind of lose a possession there, but you can shake it off. It's early enough. You get a defensive stop sometime during the game, you'll be fine. Pistol formation. There's the handoff to the running back straight ahead. It's Zane Wooldridge. He breaks several tackles at the line of scrimmage, and another. He's at the 30, 35, 40. He's got a blocker head midfield. Cuts in 40, 35, and he's forced out of bounds in Timberwolf territory at the 30, and that's the jolt of energy the Lion offense needed.
Wow, what a run. Great job going to the inside, making some people miss, jumping to the outside, the near side for us, and getting down the field.
He looked like one of those water bugs you find in the pool in the summer. You can't get the net at them because they're too fast, and the stop and go, the momentum. It's amazing how quickly he can go from 0 to 60. The running back in the backfield looks like it's going to be number 48, Salorm Corshi. It's going to be a keeper by Mitchell. He breaks a
Oh,
tackle and
there
gets
you
a
go.
first down, and he lowers his shoulder and gets forced out of bounds at around the 15 of the Timberwolves. And the Lions showing, hey, we're not going to just lay down here.
Yeah, that interception was almost like a kickoff with a decent return. I mean, it really didn't do anything except just give the possession over to Cedar Park. It was
Right. It was
almost
like
like
a
a kickoff.
punt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So first down and 10, ball marked at the 11. Lions can still get or marked the 16 rather. The Lions can get a first down near the 6. Wooldridge in the backfield next to Mitchell. There's the snap. They're going to hand to Wooldridge. He breaks the first tackle, but not the second group of tacklers by the Timberwolves. In fact, he's going to lose about 1.5 yards to the 18-yard line where it'll be second down. 8-10 and counting here in the quarter. Lions trail 7-0 to the visiting Timberwolves. Lions needing a big win coming into the game. Check that. It was Corshi was coming in, and he's back out. Looks like Wooldridge is going to move to running back from wide receiver, and he'll line up in a pistol behind the quarterback, Logan Mitchell. There's the snap. They're going to hand to Wooldridge, and he's going to get wrapped up around the 20.
Yeah, lost some more yards on that. Cedar Park defensive line getting a good push and kind of ran into a wall there. It's going to be third about 14.
Yeah, they're keying on Zane Wooldridge, especially after that big run a couple of plays ago. They want to be able to. They see him in the backfield. They're going to be focused on him. Corshi in now at running back.
Oh, bring
The
it.
ball gets snapped over Mitchell's head. It's on the ground, and the Timberwolves are trying to get it. It looks like they did.
No flag? They were offsides.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that there is a flag, and there is a discussion
Are
with
you
the
kidding
side
me?
judge.
They were past the line.
And it looks like the ball will go over to the Timberwolves as there are no flags.
Unbelievable. They look like two players on the far side were across the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped.
Coach Price out onto the field trying to get an explanation on that non-call. It looks like the Timberwolves will have the ball at the 42. Arp, the quarterback, behind him the running back, number 21, Trey Hill. They'll hand to Hill straight ahead. He's going to get wrapped up by Segovia. He'll carry the pile for about 4, maybe 5 yards to the 47-yard line. Make it 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
Charles Allender also in on that tackle.
Yeah, they're going to have to stop Hill from getting any momentum. Arp and Hill with a wingback in the backfield. There's the snap. They're going to hand to Hill again. He's going to get a stiff arm at midfield, cut out at the 40. He's going to be forced out of bounds around the 35 by number 29, Tyree Smith. Another first down for the Timberwolves. And again, that frantic pace of that Timberwolf offense has got the line defense a little bit on their heels. Hill.
Yeah, they're going to have to stop Hill. They're going to have to do something to change this up. They're just going to run him all night.
They fake to Hill. Arp dropping straight back, tries to hit one. It's almost intercepted. That could have been offensive pass interference. Is number 13 for the Timberwolves. Gavin Chapa has to turn into a defensive back and prevent Malachi Filan from getting an interception.
Yeah, good coverage there by Filan. And I thought he had it, but yeah, when may have been tipped by the receiver. But yeah, lots of contact out there, and I agree it could have been offensive pass interference.
Yeah, he was in perfect position to make that interception. Stacked backfield now for the Timberwolves. Arp has a high snap he almost loses, and his pass is incomplete. It was intended for Chapa, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10. And just like that, the Lions have slowed down this Timberwolf offense a little bit. They can get a stop here. This is probably 2-down territory for this offense. But if you can keep it to a 4th and long, they may punt it. We'll see. Hill to the right of Arp. 2 receivers, bottom of the formation, a tight end and a single receiver at the top. Arp dropping straight back, throws down the left sidelines, got a receiver out of bounds. Pass incomplete. Looks like he may have caught it, but he was out of bounds. That's Blake Suber on that intended, or that target there from ARP. And so it's going to be 4th down and 10, and the Lions get an opportunity to get off the field here.
Yeah, that was actually a nice catch out of bounds. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 10, and Lions have got to make this play.
And it'll remain Hill to the right of ARP. 2 receivers top of the formation, one here on the near side. There's a snap. ARP drops straight back. He's got pressure. He's able to get the pass off. Incomplete, and the Lions will have it on downs at their own 35-yard line. So no harm, no foul other than field position on the last turnover as the defense bails the offense out there. The communication obviously was an issue on that last series as Mitchell was looking like he was getting ready to call a timeout, and the center snapped it over his head.
Yeah, great defensive coverage by number 23, Tyler Moorman, and also number 29, Tyree Smith on that. Forces a turnover on downs, and another offensive opportunity here for the Lions.
About 6:17 on the clock here in the first. The play clock down to 16 seconds. The Lions taking a little bit of time here to get a play called. Play clock down to 10. Mitchell in an empty sets. 3 receivers top of the formation. 2 here on the near side. There's the snap. Mitchell doesn't take any steps back. He's able to complete it to number 14 for Leander, Aiden Parker, and he'll pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards and make it 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, nice job setting in that little area there in between the linebackers, and a nice pass. Picks up 7.
And good protection as well from that offensive line. Gave Mitchell plenty of time to get that pass off. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Same formation, 3 receivers top of the formation for Mitchell, 2 here on the near side. He'll take a snap, look to his left, and complete it to Parker. Parker's going to get spun down for a loss of a couple at the 40. Good open field tackle there by the Timberwolves, number 9, and that's Jaheim Porter. So it'll make it 3rd and 5 for the Lions. You got to get a 1st down here, Mark.
Yeah, you do.
It's not really even 2-down territory because you don't want to give the Timberwolves too much of a short field.
Yeah, but the defense has been out there a lot of this first quarter, and Lions need to move the chains.
It's a very muggy night too, so you'd like to get them some rest. Full backfield here. Fake to Wooldridge, pass.
There it is.
To Parker at the 40-35. He's going to get tackled at the 30 of the Timberwolves. Big, huge play there on 3rd and 5 over the middle from Mitchell to Parker.
Yeah, Parker got right down the middle of the field and was able to get behind the defenders, and a nice pass, nice catch, move the chains.
Second penetration into, fairly deep Timberwolf territory, but the Lions need to get points out of this drive here. They're waiting on the play call. The play clock is down to 15 seconds. The game clock, 4:38 and counting here in the first. Corshi to the left of Mitchell in the backfield. They'll bring a man in motion. There's the snap. They'll hand to Corshi, go in that direction. He's able to avoid a couple of tacklers, but not the 3rd tackler, and that's number 31 for the Timberwolves making the stop, Reed Vines. It'll be no gain on the play, 2nd down. Coming into the game now, Isaac Montgomery. Potentially, Corshi came out, so we'll probably see Wooldridge in the backfield here. Maybe not. He's moving to the slot on the top of the formation here.
Yeah, looks like Montgomery may be in the backfield, or they may go back to their spread formation. We'll see.
And it is Montgomery to the right of Mitchell. There's a snap. Oh, he's going to hand to Montgomery. Ball's on the ground. It's still on the ground, and it's finally scooped up by a Timberwolf. Number 1, Cody Manning, and the Lions with their 3rd turnover, Mark.
Yeah, tough break right there. Try to hand it to Montgomery. I don't know if he ever got a hold of it. Looked like he was going to try and run to the outside. He has good speed, but looks like it's going to be a fumble recovery for the Timberwolves. They're going to put it right at the 33-yard line, and defense has got to come up again.
Yeah, I'm not sure he thought he was going to get that football on that play. Again, the communication needs to improve on that line offense. 340 ARP in at quarterback. He'll take the snap. He'll hand to Hill straight ahead, and he's able to get a nice gain of about 9, maybe 10 yards. It'll be a first down for the Timberwolves at the Lions' 43-yard line. And Hill will remain the running back. He'll line up just to the left of Arp. Got a receiver on either side of the formation. There's the snap. They're going to go straight ahead to Hill. He's able to break a couple of tackles and carry the pile over the 50, another gain of about 10 yards.
Yeah, tough run there by Hill. We've seen him. He has speed and power and size, and tough to bring down. But tough run by Hill. You got to give him credit. That was a really nice run. He was able to get enough for a first down.
And it looks like we may have an injured player down. And so we'll take a second here and mention the silver sponsors for the Lions. The silver sponsors are Leander Athletic Club online at leanderathletic.club.com, or you can call them at 512-876-1855. That's 512-876-1855. The second silver sponsor is Lot Governmental Affairs. They're didn't provide a contact number to call, but you can go find LGA or Lot Governmental Affairs on LinkedIn or Facebook. They're easy to find. Reach out to Earl Lott and he'll assist you. And then our third silver level sponsor is RDZ Roofing online at rdzroofing.com, or you can call to schedule your appointment with RDZ at 512-316-1195. That's 512-316-1195.
Yeah, players still down on the field. We don't have a number, and we're not going to give out any names at this point. But yeah, long delay, and that's why we still have it on the scoreboard.
And the bronze sponsors are Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Golden Chick, Blue Bottom Pools, Black Rock Coffee Bar, McDonald's of Leander, Modern Shade, Frontier Bank of Texas, Toyota of Cedar Park, State Farm Insurance with Shannon Johnson, Jamba and Auntie Anne's, Whitestone Jewelry, and Texas Pools and Patios. We want to thank all those sponsors as we get back to action. 3:10 remaining here in the first quarter. It is 7-0 Timberwolves. They have the ball in Lions territory at the 47-yard line, first down and 10. Hill in as a tailback in a pistol formation. Arp, the quarterback. They have a wingback up on the left part of the formation. There's a snap they're going to hand to Hill straight ahead.
Good hit.
Good defense there from the Lions coming in. Kessler, as well as number 77 for the Lions, Gavin Rodriguez, prevented that from being much more than a yard gain. So second down and 9, clock moving at 2:43. Hill just to the right of Arp. They have two receivers top of the formation, two here on the near side. There's the snap, fake to Hill. He's pressured. They're able to get a screen to him. Complete. He's at the 45. He tries to jump over a line defender, but he's going to be tackled by that defender, Anthony Ugo.
Yeah. Good effort trying to get over, but Ugo was able to stay there and say, no, you're not.
So it is now third down and 2 for the Timberwolves. Big play here for the Lion defense. See if they can get some penetration and pressure on Arp and potentially drop Hill for a loss here if it's a run play. We've got a wingback, a receiver on either side of the formation. So there's a tight end and a wingback here on the short side. The handoff to Hill straight ahead. He picks up the first down up to about the 33-yard line before his progress is stopped. Looks like Kessler is going to be the one that gets credited for that tackle. Clock down to 1:45 here, first and 10. Ball at the line, 33-yard line.
Need a turnover here, Chuck.
Yeah, we've given 3 to Cedar Park. They should return the favor, right? Hill straight ahead on the handoff from Arp. He's able to cut outside before he's tackled, and he'll gain 12 yards. Finally brought down by
Jacob
number
Bailey.
4, Nicholas
21.
Parsons, and Jacob Bailey, 21. So it'll be a first down Timberwolves again. They have the ball now at the line, 22-yard line. Same backfield. They'll bring a man in motion. Arp will take the snap, fake to Hill, drop straight back. Plenty of time. There's a flag. It's going to be a hold. batted away in the end zone by the defender, number 12, Jacob Harris.
Yeah, nice job. He's the one who got those onside kicks last week, had a couple of those and a great defensive coverage, able to bat it down, but yeah, looks like it's going to be a holding. I think he had his arm wrapped around his neck as the defensive end was trying to come up and put some pressure on Arp.
Yeah, there was a reason why Aiden Arp had all day to throw, and it was because one of the Timberwolf offensive linemen pretty much tackled. It looks like that's number 21 on that side for Leander. That's going to be Jacob Bailey that would have had that pressure otherwise. First down and 20 now, ball at the 32-yard line of Leander. Arp takes the snap, drops straight back. It's going up the right sideline. Nice coverage by Filan. It bounces off his helmet. If he would have just turned around, he might have had an interception there.
Yep. He shows his speed going all the way down with him.
The receiver for the Timberwolves trying to get a call over there with the referee. That was Carter Wold, the intended receiver, but step for step with him was Filan. Second down and 20 now for the Timberwolves. And they'll bunch up three receivers at the top of the formation here. It'll remain Hill and Arp in the backfield, trying to get some kind of breakdown in the coverage, and they're going to complete that pass in the flat as the receiver came.
Ball's on the ground.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like Lions may have come up with it, and they do.
They got one back.
Let's see who got that. That was number 11 for the Lions. Great job by Garrett Pites coming up and following that play and not giving up, and the ball popped out, and he was able to get on it. So 1st and 10 Lions.
Yeah, they brought Choppa up in a little bit of a wide receiver screen. They all ran off the line. They had them bunched up tight, those three receivers, and then Choppa came back a few yards, and none of the defenders were there, but when he reached the defenders, they were able to knock that ball loose.
And that's exactly what the Lions needed. Just trailing 7-0 with the turnovers, they're still in good shape here.
They're going to have an empty set here on first down for Mitchell. Three receivers here on the near side of the formation. Mitchell looking that direction. His pass is complete to number 17, Augustus Bay Arena, for a gain of about 5 yards to the 36-yard line. We've got about 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mark and I will switch roles here as the quarter ends.
Yeah, we see some lightning off in the distance to the north and to the east.
That's moving away from us, though. I think that was that storm that rolled through late this afternoon. The district app that they use, they used to use that that Thor system. Every time there was a lightning bolt within 30 miles, here that thing would go off. But they have a much more accurate process now. Mitchell with an empty backfield is going to bring Wooldridge in motion. They're going to hand him on the jet sweep. He's able to get outside, but he's going to get caught in the backfield. Good speed there from Garrison Cockrell to drop Wooldridge in the backfield. It'll be third down and about 8.
Yeah, he did a really good job coming up from the safety position and stringing it out and playing out inside to out, and then made a good tackle on Wooldridge. Otherwise, he was going to be able to turn that corner and get that first down.
So Mark will take over the play-by-play here. I'll take over production and color commentary. And we'll bring you the action continuous. You probably won't even notice.
Yeah, so another shout out to our gold level sponsors, Mercy Veterinary Hospital and Rush Automotive. We'll give them another quick shout out along with the silver level sponsors, Leander Athletic Club, Lot Governmental Affairs LLC, and RDZ Roofing. Thank you, sponsors. They could not do it without you, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that also goes out to you fans that are listening. If you're able to support these sponsors and your daily expenses that occur, whether that's auto repair, your pet needs a doctor's visit, a veterinary visit, then make sure you go out and assist these sponsors.
Yeah, we switched over to one of the dentistry or a dentist from a prior sponsor, and wouldn't really have known about that except for the sponsorship, and we love them. So go check them out.
I did that too.
So here we go, getting ready to start the second quarter. Lions are going right to left. They come out in a 3-receiver set. Two running backs in there with Mitchell. Play action. Lots of pressure rolling out to his right, and he throws it out of bounds. Parker in the area, but good job avoiding that pressure and the sack.
Yeah, and the Lions are going to have to punt now. It's 4th down and 8. But you're right. I mean, it was a good job by Mitchell not to lose any yardage on that play. Good pressure there from the Timberwolf front. It almost looked like had he handed that ball to Montgomery, resulted in a fumble earlier, but it looked like Montgomery had a lane there.
Yeah, Rodriguez is back ready to kick, and back deep for the Timberwolves is number 22, Garrett Nichols. Standing at his 20. Gets the kickoff, kind of a line drive. Nichols gets it at the 37, up to about the 48-yard line, and tackled there by a couple Lions. Number 44, that is Ryan James. Good job getting that open field tackle.
Yeah, it's not as much of a flip of the field as you would like if you're a Leander Lion fan, which you probably are if you're listening to our broadcast. But defensively, the Lions have played very well. But you mentioned it earlier in the first quarter. They've spent a lot of time on the field, and it is a muggy night for as late as it is and as cold as it's going to be next week. It's pretty warm out there tonight.
So ball's on Cedar Park's 48-yard line. Play action, pass out to the far side, pass to 50, tries to make a move down the sideline, is going to have a first down. And that is number 13 for the Timberwolves, Gavin Chapa.
That tackle made by number 12, Jacob Harris for Leander. But into line territory go the Timberwolves pretty quickly.
It'll be a handoff to Hill up the middle. Segovia has a hold of him, along with someone on the ground grabbing the ankle, and that is number 77 for Leander. Good job tying up his feet, Gavin Rodriguez. And that's what you got to do. You can't let him run downfield, so it brings up a 2nd and about 6.
Yeah, try to get him a little bit deeper in the backfield, though, because he definitely will drag you a couple of yards.
Going to be a play action rolling out to the right. Arp looking to throw. Oh, no. Pass right into the hands of the tight end, number 88, or one of the receivers, number 88, Joshua Pessy, and incomplete. Kind of bounced off of his chest, brings up a big 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, and Harris came up and made him pay for it anyway. That's why you catch the football, right? You're going to get hit regardless.
So kind of a tight formation here for Cedar Park.
2 down territory for the Timberwolves.
Ball's back, and they're going to blow the clock. Timeout, Leander. So they see a different formation. They see that Arp was getting ready to throw. Now they may change up that play, but something new that we have not seen tonight. And throughout this season, Coach Price has done a really good job of calling that timeout to make sure everyone's on the same page. They may come out in a completely different formation, or they may come out in the same, but he just doesn't want to give up that big play when something that they haven't seen so far.
Yeah, and the game is tight still. We're 11 minutes away from halftime. It's a 7-point football game. The last thing you want to do is give up a cheap touchdown here. You got to make the Timberwolves earn it. And we've seen the Lion defense again play very well tonight. The offense has kind of put them in some bad spots a couple of times here with turnovers. But they've been able to bow their neck and get the stops when they needed to, and it's only a 7-0 game. The last thing you want, again, is a cheap touchdown here. The timeout wisely spent by Coach Price.
So they do come out in a different formation. 4 receivers, trips on the near side. Hill in the backfield, offset just to the right of Arp. See if Leander can put some pressure up on here. Arp rolling out to throw. They do put some pressure. He gets upfield. He makes a pass, and it is tipped. Good job by Ugo. Coverage downfield. Tried to go to number 88 again. Pecci. We'll call him Pecci.
I'd say Pecci. And it looks like it's a 4th down 6. Obviously, we said it's 2 down territory here for the Timberwolves. A big opportunity to get off the field again for the Lion defense.
Yeah, got to watch out for Hill, though.
You got to get him before he gets ahead of steam.
So Lions tightening up a little bit on defense. 6 men in the box. Now Hill goes offset. It's going to be an empty set. If it's going to be a pooch kick, oh, good job by the defense. Just let it go. Get away from that ball. It bounces out right about the 10-yard line. So good job by the defense.
Again, another stop.
I'm surprised they didn't go for it there, Chuck.
You know what? I fully expected them to go for it, but again, they're probably a little bit stunned at the level of talent the Lions have had. There's been some games where if you just looked at the score and then watched the film, you might not think the Lions are that great. And the Timberwolves, again, they don't want to lose this game because they really are trying to get a lock on that number 4 playoff spot.
Yep. So they're playing field position here and pinning the Lions out at their 10-yard line. Cedar Park's defense has been pretty tough. So maybe they're looking for a sack or potential turnover or get the ball back on a punt. But let's see if the Lions can move those chains. Empty set here for Mitchell. Snap is back, rolling to the near side. Quarterback run. Stiff arm, turns upfield, and he gets out about the 15-yard line, picks up about 4 or 5 on that carry.
Yeah, I like the play call. You let Mitchell get out there with the football in his hand and avoid making a turnover or a mistake, and he's able to pick up 5 yards.
So now it's going to be a 2nd and 5. And big series here for Leander. Going to keep it himself. Mitchell bounces outside. He's going to have a first down. Keeps on running downfield past the 30, down to about the 34, 35-yard line. Shows his power.
I think he kind of was expecting to get hit and didn't. He covered up the football, which is great. That's what we want. Protect that football. But it looked like he slowed down just a little bit. He was getting a block out there. Nice run, nonetheless, and good read.
So 1st and 10. Going to be a handoff to Wooldridge on the near side. Tries to turn the corner, and looks like a flag is going to go down, and Wooldridge is finally going to go out of bounds inside Wolves territory, but there will be a flag thrown back at the 45, and it may be
it was way away from the play.
Block in the back. It looked like one of the Wolves ran into the other Wolf to spring him on the outside, but may have been a push or some type of illegal block. Let's see what we can get here.
See if we can pick it up with a mic. It looks like it's definitely going against the Lions. Nope. Still not picking up the crowd, Mike. Just static.
There were 2 penalties. There was a hold back at the line of scrimmage and something downfield. So they declined the one downfield. They'll take the holding call. So it'll now be 1st and 20 at the ball, right at the 25-yard line. Snap back, rolling. Now he's going to pitch it to Wooldridge. Tries to cut back inside. Lots of Wolves coming up and take him for a loss. Looked like a little kind of a designed option to the near side. He's going to lose a couple on that play.
Yeah, play is a little bit slow developing, and the Timberwolves able to get upfield and disrupt that to some degree, and it resulted in a loss of 1. Clock moving now at 9:42 in the half. Play clock at 17 seconds. Lions adjusting the formation, bringing in Wooldridge and bringing out Bay Arena.
Yep, so tight formation here for Leander. Mitchell looking to throw. Drop back, straight back. Tries to set up a little screen in and out of the hands of Parker. Don't know if he would have gotten much past that. There were a couple Wolves in the area. So it is now going to be 3rd down and 21.
Guess I didn't update the scoreboard after the last play, so. Yeah, this one you want to get as much as you can, obviously. The pressure coming from the Timberwolves, I'd like to see a screen, not a wide receiver screen, a screen to the running back or a potential delayed quarterback draw from Mitchell here. And if you can pick up 10, 12, 15 yards, great.
We have 3 safeties deep. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout. Leander. Play clock was getting close, and with 9:20 left here in the 2nd quarter, Leander's trailing 7-0, but a good ball game.
Yeah, you couldn't afford to go backwards again. So, Smart timeout there. That it's kind of on the coaches anyway because they had a unit out there and they brought Bay Arena out and ran Woldridge back into the game, and then they call the play, and of course 8 seconds had already run off the clock when they substituted, and so by the time you get the play snapped, it's a 5-yard penalty, and so wisely the Lion coaching staff calls timeout.
Yeah, there aren't too many 3rd and 21s in your playbook, so they may try and run something up the middle. They may try one of those posts to try and get between the linebackers and the safeties, but Cedar Park is going to probably have 3 deep anyway, just to more of a prevent at this point.
I'd like to see the Lions line up in a spread type formation. Looks like they're going to have 3 receivers top of the formation, and then just hand the ball off or run a quarterback draw and see if you get lucky. If not, punt the ball away.
So Cedar Park comes back with 3 safeties deep, couple running backs next to Mitchell. Now Woldridge comes out on the near side, 4 receiver set, and it's going to be a play action. Looking to throw, and it is caught by Parker close to the first down, about 1 yard short.
That may make it 4 down territory now.
They may just get quickly up on the line and do that push that they've been doing. That's what I would do. See if they can quickly get up there and get them under center. But it looks like they're going to stay in the spread formation, may try and pull them off sides.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to try to get an early jump off sides. Timberwolves discipline there, avoiding that offside penalty.
Only 3 defensive linemen for Cedar Park. They're not lining up in their goal line kind of push that they've done successfully so far this year. They may do it now.
Play clock down to 8 seconds.
Snap is back. Going to be a handoff to Woldridge. He's going to bounce outside, and a flag is down.
He got the first, too, and it looks like it might be in the area of a hold.
And that's what it is.
A hold. So the Lions will have to bring the punting unit out with 8:29 remaining. But I think they gave the defense a little bit of a rest here. They're able to drive the ball out from the shadow of their goal line to about midfield, but going to have to punt it away here.
Nichols deep for Cedar Park. See if Rodriguez can get a nice kick here. See if he can get it past him and roll down the field. Need to give him some protection. We've had some tip punts so far this year, so he just needs to make sure he gets this off. Looks like Cedar Park's 10 up close.
They keep jumping around defensively.
Snap is back. Rodriguez able to get it off, and it's going to be caught right about the 29-yard line by Nichols. Gets upfield quickly to the 40, to the 50. Flag is down, runs into his own guy, and he's finally brought down in Lion territory by number 44, Ryan James. But it looks like there's going to be a flag, so they'll probably push him back a little bit, and they'll set up, depending on where the flag is.
Yeah, it looks like the ball's going to probably scrimmage around the 33, 34-yard line. It looks like they're lining up at the 44, and there's the signal for the penalty.
Holding.
And so that'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And so it should be around the 33-yard line, and it looks like that's where they're going to mark it. So the Lions defense, again, need to get another stop.
7:59 left here in the first half. Hill and Arp in the backfield, 3 receiver set. 4-man front for the Lions. Going to be a handoff to Hill. He tries to bounce it outside. Lions do a pretty good job of stuffing that one.
Yeah, whole pride of Lions. David Anderson used to say over the PA, in on that stop for the Lions, leading the way, Allender. Well, it looks like they gave him a little bit of yardage on that play. I thought it was at the line of scrimmage there, 2nd and 8, not 2nd and 10.
And the handoff to Hill again, tries to bounce to the outside. Good job coming up, and it looks like he's going to be right about that first down marker, maybe a little short. Looks like they're going to mark it about a yard short. Lions stood him up. He kept his legs going, but he did not get the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's Michael Segovia getting his shoulder in there and driving his own feet to force Hill backwards and prevent him from getting the line to gain. Big play here.
That'd be a handoff once again to Hill. He's going to bounce forward enough for a first down. Mark him right down right about the 47-yard line. Clock is down to 6:45, and they'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 at Cedar Park. Yeah, they've been relying on Hill a whole lot this game.
Yeah, he's going to be worn out tonight. That's for sure.
Haven't been too successful on their passing plays. Another handoff. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and he kind of falls forward for a couple.
Yeah, I mean, if you let him get to the line of scrimmage, that's a gain of 2 because he does. He rarely goes backwards. That third down play earlier where Segovia pushed him backwards is the one of the first times tonight that he went backwards.
Bill Felt there on the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Cedar Park staying in their 3-receiver set. Mark takes it, and he's going to be handoff again to Hill on the left side. He breaks out now in the middle. It's a foot race down to the 20, 10. They're not going to get him. He's going to go in for a touchdown. No flags on the field.
Yeah, that's a tough break there. Line defense playing really well this half, but they're giving up a couple of big runs, and that's one of them. That one went in for the score.
Yeah, they've just been feeding Hill, feeding Hill. He'll get 4, he'll get 2, he'll get 6, and then he'll break the big one. And he's done that so far tonight a couple times. So getting ready to kick the extra point.
A lot.
Kick is good. Yeah, it's 14-0.
Yeah, the Lions are going to need to go down and get some points here before half. You want a touchdown, obviously, but you'll take a field goal. But the key is you got to get points going into the half. The Timberwolves will have possession of the football to open the third quarter. And so not only do you need to get points, you hope to do that in a way where you burn up a lot of that 5 minutes and 39 seconds that's remaining.
Yeah. I mean, they've done a good job so far tonight. They just stalled. They've moved the ball in a couple times. They've had some explosive plays. They just haven't been able to break it. They've had a couple turnovers and some penalties that have stalled drives.
Yeah, I mean, I need to really credit the line defense because they have played very well tonight. But there's still a lot of football left to be played, and the last thing you can do as a defense is get tired and let the Timberwolves break a couple more big plays like that because it'll really take the wind out of your sails as a team. So you want to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, Steriker is deep along with Filan, second line from the end zone. You're going to have Montgomery and Wooldridge. So see if they try and kick it deep or if they do another pooch kick. Another pooch kick. Steriker, 21. Makes a nice move, gets out to the 32, and that'll be about it.
Yeah, you like that as a return, though. You got good field position, plenty of time, like 5.5 minutes here. So you can, just as an offense, move down the field methodically, stay ahead of the chains, and most of all, don't shoot yourself in the foot with pre-snap penalties or holds, things like that. Make sure you keep moving forward, mistake-free.
Corchi in the backfield. The Lions have got to find something consistent on offense. They've been a little hit and miss. They've been more successful on the passes than they have on the runs. It's going to be another quick pass out here. Wooldridge tries to dance around, makes a move, gets to the outside. He'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, you want positive yardage. While it's not a huge gain, it's not a loss. And so now it is 2nd and 7 instead of 2nd and 15 or 13. So
Clock is now down to 5:23. Lions staying in there. Looks like they're 5-receiver set.
yeah, they brought Quarshie off the field, so it should be an empty set for the offense. taking a little while to call the play. The clock stopped because Wooldridge stepped out with 5:23.
Oh, ball's on the ground. Mitchell just dropped it. Looked like it was either going to be a pitch or a little fake jet sweep, and he was going to keep it, but just kind of fell out of his hands onto the turf. So it's now going to be a long 3rd and 14.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a shuttle pass, but he didn't ever have the handle. Fortunately, he was able to get back on it. We saw a snap go over his head in the first quarter that the Timberwolves were able to jump on. Now, granted, they didn't get any points out of that one, but can't can't turn the ball over.
Mitchell looking to throw, rolling out to his right, looking downfield, throwing it deep on a deep post. It's too far for everyone. Incomplete, no flags.
There was a lot of contact. The pass was kind of high. Maybe that's why there's no flag.
So they'll bring out the punting unit once again. Clock is at 4:38. So Cedar Park will have lots of time left here right before half.
Yeah, the defense is going to be called on again to see if they can get a stop here.
So getting ready to kick, standing right about his 17-yard line. High snap, able to catch it. Gets a kickoff, a line drive, see if it can get a nice bounce, and it does. Gets past the deep returner inside the 10, inside the 5. He picks it up and makes a move. Now he's out to the 15, to the 20, and they bring him down right about the 22-yard line. Nice kick and a nice return by number 22, Nichols.
That's a lot of confidence in your return ability. I think if I'm the Cedar Park coach, I'm having a hard time with that effort. The ball went over his head. At that point, you just kind of let it go because if a Lion coverage man happens to hit you at the time you're picking that football up, it's a live football. It's anyone's ball.
So we have a Lion down out on the field. So we'll take a little quick break here. And while we have a chance, let's shout out our gold level sponsors. Mercy Veterinary Hospital at mercy-vet.com at 512-890-2000. They're on Ronald Reagan Boulevard over in Leander, and also Rush Automotive at myrushauto.com/Leander. 512-548-6134. They're off of Highway 183 in Leander. So the player is walking off the field. That's a good sign. Cedar Park will have 1st and 10 on their 22, going left to right. Ball's on the near hash.
Defense got to step up. Let's see what they can do.
Play action. Quick pass out to the far side. Got a little bit of a room. Good block downfield. They're going to pick up a 1st down. Gets pushed out of bounds right about the 35-yard line.
Was that guy even on the field, or did he step off the sideline there to catch that pass? He was about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, right on the sideline there. Almost
Chapa, number 13.
Yeah, almost like they hit him over there.
So clock is rolling at 4:09. And there's a whistle down, flag, false start. They'll move him back 5.
Yeah, the Lions will take any assistance provided by the Cedar Park offense, especially those in terms of mistakes.
Be a great time for another turnover here by Cedar Park.
In order to really get solidly in this game, potentially get ahead, they're going to have to even up the turnover battle. They're down 3-1 right now.
So 1st and 15. It's going to be a handoff to Hill. Once again off the left side, he bounces out. Good job by Leander coming up. And that was by number 26, heading the charge there, Calvin Kessler. Good job bringing him down.
Kessler, a tackling machine for the Lions this season. He and Segovia got to be on the top of that statistic.
So Cedar Park comes out, 4-receiver set, trips on the near side. Looks like there may be an offsides, and it's going to be a free play down the far sideline, out of bounds. He throws his cap down, incomplete, but it looks like we have offsides against Leander.
Yeah, that'll move it to about a second and about 9, maybe.
Clock is at 3:07. Lions trying to get that jump, put some pressure on the quarterback and get upfield.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 9, ball at the 36. Clock at 3:07.
Cedar Park not in any hurry. Clock is stopped. And off. Got a little bit of room, and he gets tackled right about the 43-yard line.
Pretty nice gain there on 2nd and long. It gives it a 3rd and short situation for the Timberwolves. Under 3 minutes. Big play here for the Lion defense.
Yep, tight formation with the tight and a wing on the right side. Now they look up back over at the sideline. Clock is at 2:33 and rolling. Move Hill over to the right side. And off. He bounces outside. He has a first down past the 50 inside Lion territory down to about the 47-yard line.
The Lions had an opportunity in the backfield, but he was able to bounce on the outside of that tackle and pick up enough for the first down and a few more.
So the ball will be placed right at the 48. Clock down to 2:14 and rolling. Another handoff to Hill on the left side. Good job by Segovia and Ugo. And number 77, that is Gavin Rodriguez on that tackle. So we have a stop with 1:49 left here in the first half. Cedar Park calls a timeout. Up 14-0, and it's going to be 2nd and about 9.
Yeah, we're sorry we can't bring you the halftime festivities. The crowd mic, as you can hear, as I turn it up, is still nothing but static coming out of the outside. Again, probably due to the heavy rain that rolled through here this afternoon. So you'll be able to see the band, but you won't be able to hear them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been hit or miss with that crowd mic this whole season. Sometimes it'll just pop on, and other times we won't have it the whole game.
You know, this glass is so thick here, you can't hear the sound through the glass. I've been to a few press boxes over the years that they have a hole drilled in the glass, and you can just hang a microphone out of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we would have to run about a 150-foot, wire down the hallway, which to put a mic outside, we don't have that. Usually the crowd mic will be okay. So here we go. Big series here, 2nd and 9. Rupp looking to throw. Steps up to the outside. It is caught by number 13. Picks up enough for a first down. Caught it right on the near hash. Now they quickly get up to the line. That was a reception by Chapa once again. Clock is at 1:36. 1st and 10. Ball at the 33-yard line of Leander. Arp looking to throw again. Quick throw. A nice play there by Lion defender number 26.
Kessler.
Great job by Kessler putting his left hand out and knocking that ball down.
Had blanket coverage on that receiver. Good job. Kessler, a linebacker, so you don't see him making a whole lot of coverage plays, but looking good out there on that play.
2nd and 10. He's going to throw one more time. On the near side, it was low. Chapa again looks like he is able to come up with the catch. They'll move the chains. First down, ball will be at the 21-yard line. Clock at 1:17.
Yeah, Lions are going to have to force a field goal attempt here.
Going to be a handoff this time up the middle.
It looks like we got a new running back.
Got about 4 or 5 on that carry.
It's Tyler Wynn.
And it looks like we're going to have a stoppage here.
Timeout.
Timeout, Cedar Park. 1:04 left. It's going to be second and about 5. Ball will be right at the 16-yard line.
Both teams have one timeout remaining. Lions at this point don't want to stop the clock, so doubtful they'll spin that one unless it's a huge play and that they want to talk about it. All the plays are huge at this point, right, Mark?
Yeah.
You don't want to give up a touchdown going into half, and then allow Cedar Park to take possession to open the third and potentially get another, because that puts you down 4 scores, and the Lions are hanging around right now, and the last thing they want to do is dig a deep hole going into the halftime.
Yeah, they need someone on the defense to just blow something up right here. 1:04, second and 5. Hill's in the backfield with Arp. And we're going to have a
timeout Lions, I bet. And it is.
Yep. So they saw something they didn't like.
Yeah.
Looked like Cedar Park was going to call another pass play there, and they've been successful on this drive, hitting those passes, moving the ball down the field. They've been relying so much on Hill first couple series, but with the clock down at 1:03, they've been able to, pop some passes here and there, and they're sitting right at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, they didn't seem to be in the same hurry that they started the game with offensively on this drive. They kind of took their time, but a couple of big plays, especially on the ground, has given them an opportunity to try to get some points here to close the half.
See if we can get some other scores around the area, if I can pull that up. So they're heading back out onto the field. 1:03 left here in the first half, second and 5.
Couple of huge plays here for the Lion defense. Get a stop.
Yep, Cedar Park in a kind of a tight formation. Receivers are bunched in, one spread out far to the far side. Looking a lot of pressure now. He takes it off himself, tries to get upfield, makes a couple of people miss, and he bounces off 3 or 4 people into the end zone. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just missed tackling there on the Lions' behalf.
So Arp takes it all the way in, kind of on a busted play, scrambling up the middle, bounces off a couple people, some of his own players, and able to get in for a touchdown.
Looks like we may also have an injury. So the point after attempt will wait.
So while we have a break here with 53 seconds, Cedar Park is up 20-0. College Station Cougars are playing A&M Consolidated, and right before halftime, A&M Consolidated has a 21-14 lead. We also have Georgetown and Glenn playing, and Glenn is up on Georgetown with about a minute left in the second quarter, 17-14. Got a good game going over there at Birkelbach. And then Eastview and Hendrickson are playing, and Eastview is on top of Hendrickson. Looks like 13-7. So lots of close games here in the district.
Yeah, this game was it's still reasonable, relatively close, but much tighter before that run there by Arp.
So the weather is holding up. Haven't seen lightning in the past, let's say, 10 minutes, which is a good sign.
Yeah, and I spoke to, I will leave them unnamed, but I spoke to a district employee that was monitoring the app that's used by Leander Independent School District, and he said that it's very precise and based on the location of AC Bible and the weather models. we should be good for tonight's game. Of course, overnight might not be the same story.
So walking out for the extra point, and the injured line is walking off as well.
Point after coming up.
Yep, slight delay here. And the kick is good, so it's now 21-0. Lions will get the ball back with about 50 seconds left. If they get a nice return, they may be able to put some points on the board before halftime. But we've seen those pooch kicks from Cedar Park so far, and some decent returns by Leander, but nothing that's moved them down the field in a large chunk. Hopefully they can get one here.
A long huddle by both teams here. There's still, plenty of time. If, like you said, if they get a decent enough return, all they need to do is get down to about the 20-yard line to attempt a field goal. And, from anywhere on the field, a big play from this offense could result in a touchdown pretty easily. That Timberwolf defense has proven pretty tough so far tonight, though.
So Cedar Park setting up on the 40. They will be kicking into the wind, but it looks like it's died down. Flags are straight down, not a whole lot of wind right now. Montgomery and Wooldridge back deep, standing about their 10-yard line. So Cedar Park tightens up and now spreads out. And it will be a pooch kick. Montgomery at the 20. Goes up the middle, tries to bounce outside, gets to about the 34-yard line. 46 seconds left here in the first half. Yeah, you'd like to see them see if they can move down the field, but you just can't have a turnover right now, Chuck. I mean, that's the risk you would take if you're going to, set something up or try and go deep or do something, but you've got to try and get something on the board. But,
Yeah, that's always the case, right? Whether it's investments, I'm going to go for that girl that's a 10 when I'm a 3, I mean, you got to take a risk, right, to have the reward. So we'll see what they do.
And Mitchell's going to keep it himself to the 40, 45, midfield, down to the 40-yard line, gets knocked out of bounds.
They should tack on some yardage there. That was quite a bit out of bounds on that stop.
Cockrell with the tackle, but nice chunk of yardage there. 37 seconds left. Ball's going to be placed right about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that would be big for the Lions to go in with a score here.
So now score is in play here. Clock is stopped. Spread formation for Leander. Corshi in the backfield. Mitchell dropping back, looking to throw. And throws it downfield, incomplete. Looks like there's a little mix-up between the receivers, or he just threw it where no one was. Get another shot here on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that might have been just him throwing the ball away there. The receiver had pretty good coverage from the Cedar Park defender, and it certainly would have been a 50-50 ball if he placed it over there. It looked like he just tried to get rid of it.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe a clearing route and someone coming over the middle behind the linebackers and sitting down in that 15, 20-yard area. They could at least maybe get a shot here for a field goal or get, a chance to move down and try and get a touchdown. So we'll see what they do here. 3-receiver set, 3-man front. It's going to be Mitchell try to keep it himself, tries to bounce outside. They tackle him, but he gets pushed out of bounds, and that will stop the clock at the 38-yard line, right about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he may have gained a yard, but
So now it is 3rd and 10, 23 seconds left.
Yeah, they have no timeout, so it was wise of Mitchell to get out of bounds because it'll enable the Lions to take a little bit of time on this play here at 3rd down, try to get a first, which will stop the clock to move the chains.
Still a 3-man front for the Timberwolves. Looking to throw, has some time. Down the near sideline, tries to go to Wooldridge. Incomplete, out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th down.
He got his hands on it, but he was out of bounds. Couldn't come down with the catch anyway, but good effort. Nice placement of the pass. Two defenders there on Wooldridge, and you can bet the Timberwolves know where Wooldridge is in whatever formation the Lions are running.
So 17 seconds left. They're have to get a first down to move the chains and keep possession and stop the clock. If they don't, then Cedar Park will have the ball right about the 38-yard line. And now there's going to be a timeout, Cedar Park.
Probably a good idea to call a timeout there. You have it. That was your last one. You see how the Lions come out. You got a 3 touchdown lead. You know, you don't want to give up a touchdown going into half if you're the Timberwolves. And the Lions obviously need one.
Yeah, so options for Leander, take a shot at the end zone or try and pick up a first down. If it's inbounds, then, try and get up on the line and do something there. If it's out of bounds, stop the clock. So they've got some options here. They just got to get that first down.
Yeah, you got to get 10 yards no matter what if you want to continue on and try to score. Lions have their play ready to go, and the Timberwolves will come off.
So this is it. 4th and 10. Looking to throw. Down the near sideline, throws it up into the end zone. Incomplete, and there's 10 seconds left. Try to go to Wooldridge.
He had a step, but the pass was just too deep. He outthrew his receiver there.
So the offense will come out. I would expect them to simply run the ball here or take a knee. Up 21-0, 10 seconds left.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see him try to throw deep here, unless you get an offsides by the Lions and end up with a free play or something. Beyond that,
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to take a knee here and go in at halftime up 3 scores, and they'll be getting the ball back on the kick. We believe.
yes. Unless there was some kind of weird call. We saw that in an NFL playoff game several years ago where the person said the wrong word.
Yep.
And the one team got both kickoffs.
Yep, so that is it for the first half. Lions trail 21-0. We will show you halftime. If for some reason the crowd might comes on, we'll bring it to you. Other than that, you're listening to Leander Lions Football and SHN Sports. Chuck Cracy and Mark Sickles. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the second half.
Welcome back to AC Bible Memorial Stadium, where the Lions trail the Timberwolves here as we get ready to start the third quarter. The score: Timberwolves 21, Lions yet to score. Timberwolves will get the football to open the second half. And that is, of course, unless the Lions are able to get some kind of turnover or onside kick on that. And I wouldn't expect that they would even attempt that here. Uh, what they need to do is just get out defensively and get a stop.
Yeah, they need a 3 and out, get the ball back. That's what they need.
So the gold sponsors, let's mention them as we open the third quarter. Mercy Veterinary Hospital online at mercy-vet.com. You can call Mercy Veterinary Hospital at 512-890-2000. That's 512-890-2000, or go visit them at 18109 Ronald Reagan Boulevard in Leander. You're going to want to go out there and check out the facility. It is a huge state-of-the-art facility. It's not just for veterinary services. It's also for doggy daycare and as a pet resort, luxury pet resort as well. Rush Automotive, the other gold sponsor, online at myrushauto.com/Leander. That's myrushauto.com/Leander, or call them at 512-548-6134, 512-548-6134, or stop by 2276 US South Highway 183 in Leander. We want to thank those gold sponsors.
Yeah, back deep for the Timberwolves, number 18, Carter Wool, number 20. Number is that? Pull the jersey.
Yeah,
I
he's
can't
got
see.
his jersey tucked into the front of his shoulder pad, so yeah, you won't be able to see that. Rodriguez to kick off for the Lions here as we open the second half.
Lines are going left to right if you're listening this third quarter.
So Rodriguez puts toe to leather. It's a high short kick. It's going to be fielded about the 18. The ball carrier to the 20, 25, 30, spinning his way to the 35. He breaks back out towards the line sideline here at the 40, 45. Kessler will take the returner down, and that was number 18, Carter Wohl, on the return. And the Timberwolves start with pretty good field position at the 47.
Yeah, like we talked about, you're trailing 21-0. We'll probably see a heavy dose of Hill this second half. They'll try and move the chains, work the clock, so Lions have got to get a 3 and out here.
Yeah, and they'll want to wear down the line defense as much as possible, and the way to do that is to lean on them with that big offensive line and feed the ball to Trey Hill. Arp, the quarterback, two receivers, top of the formation for Arp. He'll fake to Hill, pass it in the flat on the near side to number 15 for the completion. That's Blake Suber. He's forced out of bounds by the Lions' number 27, Kenyon Anderson.
Yeah, just when we talk about running the ball, they do a quick pass. Oh, yeah, let me take care of that.
So he gained about 9 yards. It's going to be second down and 1 here for the Timberwolves. Ball at the Lion 44-yard line. Arp with Hill just to his right in a modified pistol formation. He'll drop back, looking down the left sideline. Deep pass on the sideline. Pass complete to Chapa. He'll cut in around the. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the 15. He did put the ball on the ground there, but the referee indicating that he stepped out there at the 15. So it'll be first and 10 for the Timberwolves at the Lion 15 with a 11 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the third. And the Timberwolves moving quickly. Arp with Hill in the backfield. He'll take a snap, hand to Hill straight ahead, and he's going to get wrapped up by Kessler after a gain of just a couple, make it 3 yards. It's going to make it second and 7 from the Lion 12-yard line. And they slow their pace down just a smidge. Now they're in formation. Hill to the left of Arp.
Free play.
He's going to chunk it into the end zone. It's incomplete. Looked like it might have been tipped by number 7, Anthony Ugo, but Mark mentioned free play because the Lions jumped off sides. And there's the signal for offsides, and that'll give the Timberwolves probably half the distance to the goal. Let's see where they push it to. They're going to give them down to the 7. So it'll be second down and about 2. Timberwolves need the 5-yard line for a first down. Hill to the right of ARP, and they have number 88 just to the left. That's Joshua Pecci. They're going to hand to Hill, and he's going to get stacked up, but it looks like he may have been stopped just shy. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like they're going to give him the 5-yard line here from the near side, and it'll be first and goal for the Timberwolves. And they slow their pace down a little bit. Pecci and number 21 Trey Hill in the backfield with Art. Got a tight end in the formation, single receiver on each side. And the Lions may have jumped again. Art throws it into the corner of the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. Number 15 on the reception, Blake Suber. Doesn't look like they threw a flag, but one of the line defenders looked like he was coming across as the ball was snapped. Either way, it is a Timberwolf score, making it 27-0 with 10:26 remaining. The point after coming up from Andrew Gagere. Ball's on the ground, snap, hold, kick is good, and it is now 28-0 with 10:26 remaining. Still a ton of football left here, Mark, but you weren't far off. There were a few passes on that possession, but they fed Hill quite a few times there.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of the other scores in the area. Start of the third quarter, College Station Cougars and A&M Consolidated tied at 21 all. Glen Grizzlies are on top of Georgetown 17-14, start of the third. And also Eastview is on top of Hendrickson 19-7 at halftime. So, yeah, that's the one thing that, obviously we didn't want to happen. Cedar Park get the ball, drive down. They just scored right before half. They score again now. It's up 28-0. Lions have got to get something going on offense.
There's been a lot of talk in football circles at all levels about the importance of the 8 minutes in the middle of the game. So you have 4 minutes going into half and 4 minutes coming out of half. And if you can dominate those 8 minutes of the game, you're going to win 90-something% of the time. And we're seeing Cedar Park take advantage of that little window, that modified quarter, so to speak, there in between. The Lions are going to have an answer here on this possession to grab a little momentum. It's going to be a kick back to Isaac Montgomery. He's going to field it at the 15. He'll get tackled right around the 20-yard line. There on the stop is number 7 for the Timberwolves, Garrison Cockrell. And so the Lion offense will come out and see if they can put something together here. They got 80 yards to traverse to get that score and try to get on the board. The Lions still looking for that first touchdown. They had a couple of big plays in the first half that looked like they may end up resulting in a touchdown or a couple of plays later, but credit the Timberwolf defense, and they're solid, and they played well tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we can obviously see that the running game for the Lions has been, tough tonight. Cedar Park does have a good team. They're going to have a false start, and looks like they're going to make them re-kick. But, early injury in the year to the starting running back, and then the two other running backs that they've used heavily throughout this season, they're not in the game tonight. So they're down to basically the number 4 guy if you're looking at the depth chart from the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I like making them re-kick for a couple of reasons. The main one being their kick coverage team just ran about a 60-yard sprint. Now, granted, it took a little while for them to come to the conclusion that, hey, we can make them kick again. That's probably because the referees assumed they were just going to accept the football at the 20, but it looks like the Lions going through the motions, going to try to take advantage of possibly better field position at the end of this kick.
Yeah, they had it at the 19, so you would expect they would have a better field position here, depending on the kick and the return.
So Gary to kick for Cedar Park. Checks out the formation, into the football, and he gets a nice kick, and it's going to bounce in play, fielded by Montgomery around the 8. He's able to break a tackle at the 10, but he gets hit by a few more Timberwolves as he spins towards the 11, and it doesn't pay off for the Lions. But we do have another penalty flag over here. We may get yet another kickoff here because it's right where it would indicate that it is a false start or a motion penalty.
Yeah, move him back again, make him re-kick. That time, pretty good boot on that ball as he drove it over the head. It took a nice bounce and stopped inside the 5, and Montgomery had no choice but to pick it up and try and get upfield. So they'll move him back another 5 and re-kick.
Yeah, he kicked that one like a soccer style corner kick as it angled across the field. He was able to keep it in play and put it just right in the corner down there inside the 5. So it was an excellent kick. Can he do it again? And what is even more key is how well conditioned is the coverage team for the Timberwolves, because they just sprinted down twice.
Yep.
So let's see if the Lions can take advantage of that here as the third attempt at this kickoff by Gagary is about to occur.
Now they may pooch this one. Who knows?
Yeah, I would probably pooch this just to allow my coverage team a little bit less ground to cover. He's going to put his foot into it, and it's going to go to Montgomery and bounce out of bounds. And so the Lions will have good field position, better than the 11.
Yeah, definitely. We're at about the 20, then the 11. So they'll be starting off here. First and 10, about 10-13 left here in the third.
Should be at the 30-yard line, I believe. They would get it at the 25, and then they'll tack on an extra 5. Or they're going to make them kick it again.
Yeah, why not? Move them back another.
So the fourth attempt here by Gagary to.
I kind of like that call.
Yeah. Well, and again, you've got Zane Wooldridge, who's lightning fast, along with Isaac Montgomery back there, who's pretty darn fast himself. And what is a pretty good coverage team by the Timberwolves is on their fourth wind sprint here. And that's why you do a lot of wind sprints in the two-a-days part of the fall camp, so to speak. So you want to be in a pretty good shape, but running 60, 70 yards during a football game. Now this will be the fourth time. That's not easy for anyone. NFL, college, it doesn't matter. And so Gagary will line it up now. This time it's on the 25-yard line. So it's been moved back 3 times, a total of 15 yards. And he'll boot it.
Wow.
Deep. What a leg, as it's going to go into the end zone. And the Lions will just have it on the 25.
Yeah, all that, and they're at the 25. Yep.
Still better than the 20 or the 11. And, a lot of those players on kick coverage are also defensive players. So, granted, they'll probably be a little bit tired here in this series, and hopefully the Lions can take advantage of that. We'll see here as they try to get something going here on their first possession of the second half with 10-13 remaining in the third quarter.
Cedar Park staying in their 3-man front.
Corsi, the running back. They'll fake to him. Mitchell will keep coming to this near side. He breaks the tackle, and then he's going to get wrapped up by a couple of Timberwolves. Garrett Nichols and Logan Wickett. Gain of 4 yards to the 29-yard line. Lions need to get to the 35 for a first down. They'll break the huddle. 2 receivers here on the near side of the formation. Corsi in the backfield with Mitchell. There's the snap. They'll fake to Corsi, and it's Mitchell again. And he's going to get wrapped up right around the 30. They're going to give him a gain of 1 there on the near side. On the tackle for the Timberwolves is number 22, Garrett Nichols. And it is now a 3rd down and 5. Big play here already in this early possession of the second half for the Leander offense.
Yeah, they've struggled on offense, but they got to get some first downs. Got to find something consistent. See if they can do it here.
Horsey just to the right of Mitchell in the backfield. He's got a wingback in front of him. Mitchell rolls to his right. He's going to throw it over the middle down the right sideline to intended for Zane Wooldridge, but overthrown. Don't see any flags on the field, so it'll be 4th down and 5 for the Timber or the Lion offense, and they'll come out and punt.
Yeah, they just haven't had any rhythm whatsoever on offense so far tonight. They were able to hit some passes early on. Mitchell's had some decent runs, but the Timberwolves are just saying, okay, fine. We'll put 3-man front. We'll put 8 deep and try and beat us on the pass.
And they've adjusted when necessary to slow any momentum the Lions may have gained. That punt is fielded by the Timberwolves inside the 30 and carried up that Timberwolves sideline to about the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the T-Wolves with 8:43 remaining. Score 28-0. 8:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They'll take over on the 37-yard line. And we'll see if the Lions can dig deep defensively here and get a stop. We've seen, it looks like there was a penalty that's being marked off against Cedar Park, and I didn't see the signal because it occurred when I wasn't looking. So the line of scrimmage is now actually the 27-yard line. And Timberwolves huddling on the sideline with their coaches, and they'll break the huddle and go straight to the line of scrimmage instead of rehuddling on the field. Hill, the running back, to the right of Art. Here's the snap. They're going to hand to Hill coming in this near side. He's got a little lane. He's able to carry it up over the 30 to the 32. Stopped by Bielfeldt and number 7, Luke Webster. Gain of about 5 on the play is going to make it 2nd down, make it a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. 8:22 and counting left in the 3rd. Trey Hill, the running back, just to the right of Arp. There's a snap. They're going to hand to Hill again. He's got a little bit of a lane on the right side. He bowls over a line defender and carries over the 40 for a 1st down. Stop made by number 5 of the Lions, Joe Weezy. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves at the 42-yard line. Trey Hill, Aiden Arp in the backfield for the Timberwolves. 2 receivers top of the formation, 1 here on the near side. There's the snap. Fake to Hill. Pass in the flat complete to number 15. He'll carry it over midfield before he's forced out of bounds by Michael Segovia. And that's
Jacob Bailey, 21 also.
Blake Suber, the receiver on that play. It's going to give the Timberwolves another 1st down, this time in Lion territory on the 47. Clock moving at 7:33 in the 3rd. Trey Hill just to the right of Aiden Arp. 2 receivers in the top of the formation. They'll fake to Arp or to Hill and pass in the flat to Chapa. He'll make a man miss. He's at the 40, 35-30. He's going to get wrapped up around the 30 and brought down by number 27 of the Lions, Kenyon Anderson. Another 1st down for the Timberwolves, and they waste no time getting back up to the line of scrimmage. And this is, you can kind of tell that the Lion defense is getting a little bit worn out.
Yeah, they're not as quick as they were earlier in the game. Obviously, they've been on the field quite a bit, and Cedar Park's kind of moving down in small chunks, taking their time.
Arp hands to Hill straight ahead. He breaks a couple of tackles inside the 20 down to about the 18.
Well, that was a new running back, Tyler Wynn.
Oh, yeah.
Number 6.
We've gotten so used to Trey Hill, didn't even notice. So Wynn will remain the running back along with Aiden Arp at the quarterback position. They've got number 88, Joshua Pecci, in the backfield as well. There's the snap. They faked a win, pass complete to number 15. And he's able to carry it in for the score, and that is Blake Suber. And he kind of, it's still early, but this hurts big time for any comeback for the Lions. The score now 34-0 with 6:19 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's been all Cedar Park offense tonight. They've just been able to control the ball and move down the field and put points on the board.
So Andrew Gagari will line up to kick the point after. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Score now 35-0 with 6 minutes 19 seconds remaining. Want to take this pause in action to thank our silver sponsors. They include Leander Athletic Club online at leanderathletic.club.com. You can call them at 512-876-1855. That's 512-876-1855. They're located at 190 North Baghdad Road, Suite D in Leander. They provide for fitness, wellness, and recovery. They have 3 different fitness gyms, a main gym, a yoga studio, and a cycle studio. They have adult and youth classes on the week, during the week, and on the weekend. So make sure you come out to Leander Athletic Club. The second silver sponsor, Lot Governmental Affairs. You can find Earl Lott on LinkedIn and Facebook, and he'll help you with your governmental issues, compliance issues for private and public sector organizations. And our third and final silver sponsor, RDZ Roofing online at rdzroofing.com, or you can call RDZ at 512-316-1195. A lot of people have been getting roof replacement lately, so make sure you get on that schedule for RDZ Roofing. And we want to thank those silver sponsors. Gary getting ready to kick off for the Timberwolves, and they're bunched up in the middle of the field, but they usually start the kickoff that way, and they break a kind of a semi-huddle and spread out. Back deep is Wooldridge, and it'll be Wooldridge fielding it around the 13. He's up to the 20. Across the field, he backs up. He's going to get wrapped up around the 22-yard line. That's number 41 for the Timberwolves, Jacob Morse, making the tackle.
Yeah, great downfield coverage there by the Timberwolves, able to, get Wooldridge, which is tough enough, but they had 3 or 4 people there, and they kept their lanes and did a good job of bottling him up, and Lions will have first and 10 at the 21.
That's a good example of why it's so important to stay in the lanes. Somebody like Wooldridge starts cutting across the field, and if you're not in your lane, you're not going to catch him from behind. Wooldridge will be the running back. They'll fake to him. Mitchell will keep it on the left side. He's going to get wrapped up for a loss by number 9, Jaheim Porter. He was able to get off his blocker and prevent Mitchell from getting outside. Loss of 2 on the play. It's going to make it 2nd and 12. Long huddle here from the Lion offense. Clock moving at 5:40. Wooldridge remains the running back. They will hand to him. He's got a little bit of a hole, a stiff arm, and he gets up to the 20, but he's brought down with a pretty good tackle by number 31, Reed Vines. No gain on the play. He's going to make it 4th down or 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Cedar Park just have their ears pinned back right now, and they're just trying to get upfield and make the tackles. Lions have got to do something to slow that down. I know they've been trying to pass. Some of the short passes, some of the long passes have been incomplete, but Timberwolves are, defense is playing really tough tonight.
That's as good of a defense as we've seen this year, at least in their performance tonight. Mitchell fakes to Wooldridge and then hits number 17, Bayarina, on a deep deepish slant, but it's not going to be enough to get the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1, ball at the 30. And what do you do here, Mark? I mean, you might as well go
Go for it. I mean, you're down 35-0, 4:30 left in the third. You punt it. They get the ball. You don't. Well, they're going to punt it. So
You punt it.
they may try a fake here, see if they can catch them a little bit off guard. But game's pretty much out of hand at this point. You don't want to get anyone hurt, but you want to get something going for next week.
Garrett Nichols back to receive the punt. Rene Rodriguez to punt for the Lions. Takes his time, gets an okay end over end punt that's going to be fielded by Nichols at the 40-yard line is where they'll mark it. The Timberwolves side of the field. 1st and 10, 3:53 remaining. Let's shout out the third level sponsors for Lion football one last time. The bronze sponsors: Austin Telco, Federal Credit Union, Golden Chick, Blue Bottom Pools, Black Rock Coffee Bar, McDonald's of Leander, Modern Shade, Frontier Bank of Texas, Toyota of Cedar Park, State Farm Insurance with Shannon Johnson, Jamba and Auntie Anne's, Whitestone Jewelry, and Texas Pools and Patios. Thank you, sponsors. Art takes this snap and hands to Wynn off the left side. He's going to pick up 2 yards before he's slung down by Segovia. 2nd and 8. Clock moving at 3:40. Long look to the sideline by Aiden Arp. And they'll adjust their receivers as they flip them from a couple of them from one side of the formation to the other. They got twins on either side of the formation, Wynn beside Arp. They'll fake to Arp or to Wynn and throw it in the flat to Choppa. He's up past midfield before Kessler drags him down at around the 45-yard line. Make it the 44. It'll be a first down, Timberwolves in Lion territory.
Yeah, they had the stacked receivers out there. They were able to get the pass to the receiver, had a good block downfield, and able to move the chains, get a first down. So ball's at the 44-yard line of the Lions.
Arp does a good job of getting it out there quickly to those receivers on that screen. Pass batted down, looked like Allender able to get a hand on it for the Lions. It was intended for Blake Suber, but nice work there at the line of scrimmage by Allender. One of the many seniors recognized tonight for Leander.
Yeah, as we get into the fourth quarter, we'll read all those seniors out.
Art steps up into the pocket. He's able to complete it to number 88, Pecci, and he'll carry it inside the 30 to about the 26 where he's dropped by Kenyon Anderson. Another Timberwolf first down, Mark.
Yep. They've been pretty methodical moving the ball down the field so far this second half. Pretty much started that second quarter. Their offense has just been moving the ball, moving the chains, and whether by throwing, running, breaking tackles.
Yeah, speaking of those things, Choppa with a reception and another first down for the Timberwolves inside the 15 at the 12. Yep. The Timberwolves, you can see they're just trying to hang on to that last playoff spot as the season winds down, and if not, they're looking to improve their position from the 4th spot to the 3rd. But they're going to be a tough out for anybody they face in the postseason. Art with a free play, pass intended for Suber, incomplete. Lions were off sides. That's why I mentioned a free play. And it is the offside signal from the white hat, and that'll move the Timberwolves half the distance to the goal line. They're at the 12, so they should move it down to around. Well, I guess they won't move it past 5 yards, so it's going to be a 1st and 5. They're going to mark the ball at the 7. So Arp with an empty set for The first time that I recall this evening, he's got three receivers top of the formation. They'll bring a man in motion, Arp dropping straight back. He's going to step up in the pocket. It's got pressure. He tucks it. He carries it in for the score here on the near side corner. That's Aiden Arp with his second touchdown run of the evening, and that'll run the score to 41-0 with 2:05 remaining here in the third.
Yeah, he rolled out to his left, kind of faked a pass. Defenders kind of looked for that, then he tucked the ball and was able to get in the end zone. So, a couple touchdowns for Arp tonight running the ball.
So Andrew Gagire for the point after. Kick is up and good. Is now a 42-0 score with 2:05 remaining here in the third period.
Yeah, it's a tough game tonight for the Lions. Nothing seems to be working on offense or defense. Everything's working for Cedar Park, especially after that game last week, that exciting game where they came back and won. Pumped a bunch of life into the Lions, but the injury bug has obviously hit. And that has consequences as well.
Yeah, it's you had hope coming into tonight that this ball game was going to be a pretty good game with the Lions an opportunity to even come out on top in the first half, especially probably the first 18 minutes of clock time. It was looking that way,
Yep.
2-score difference. Uh, Granted, the Lions hadn't scored, but the Timberwolves were only up 14-0. They were able to get a touchdown going into half, one coming out of half, and before you know it, you're down 4 scores. Takes the wind out of your sails. Your defense has been on the field quite a bit tonight, and so they're tired now. And add a few more scores, and you have the result we have right now. Back deep to receive is going to be Zane Wooldridge and Isaac Montgomery for the Lions. There's the kick. It's going to be high and short. It's going to be fielded by Steriker, and he'll get wrapped up and taken down right around the 29-yard line by number 41 of the Timberwolves, Jacob Morse. They're going to give him the 30. So it'll be first down for the Lions from there. Just under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Now they moved it back to the 29. Now, which is going to be the 30 or the 29? Y'all decide. The referee on this near side has it on the 30, but the sticks have the ball's on the 30. Now they adjust the chains. Lions needing the 40 for a first down. Wooldridge in the backfield with Mitchell. They adjust Parker a little tighter in the formation. Mitchell takes the snap, looking to his left. Pass complete to Bay Arena. And he's going to gain about 5 yards to the 35-yard line. It'll be second down. Clock moving at 1:40. Quick break of the huddle. Wooldridge just to the left of Logan Mitchell. They're going to hand to Wooldridge, and
Nowhere to go.
the edge was set by Jaheim Porter on this near side, and Wooldridge did everything he could just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down and 6 now.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to establish the running game tonight. Kind of been one-dimensional, throwing the ball. Cedar Park's three-man front has been done a good job containing the run when they've tried to do it. The linebackers are coming up, and the defenders are doing a good job covering the men downfield with basically aiding coverage.
Yeah, the Timberwolves, and we're going to have a timeout Lions, but the Timberwolves defense is very fundamental, and they're coached well. They're in the right position to make plays. And we've seen the Lions defense play pretty well tonight along that same line, except for you spend too much time on the field, you get tired, and that's the issue with defense. You spend your time chasing offensive players, you get tired.
Yep.
You don't know which way they're going to go, and so you're anticipating. And if you're a DB or a linebacker, even a lineman, you don't know which way that back's going to cut necessarily, and if it's a pretty good running back or quarterback or receiver for that matter, they can put you in a an ankle brace pretty easily. So especially when it's in the open field. Lions have big play here, try to get a first down, keep their offense on the field, and continue to allow their defense a little bit of rest. Horsey, the running back, to the right of Mitchell. There's the snap. They're going to fake to Horsey, looking downfield. Pass is intercepted by number 8, Tanner McDaniel, and it looked like that it was a matter of miscommunication between Parker and his quarterback, Logan Mitchell.
Yeah, that was something that was thrown. Yeah, there was a mix-up with the receiver and the quarterback and defensive back able to come up with that interception. And so now they have the ball once again at Lions' 45-yard line. 40 seconds left here in the third. Tough break there for the Lions, but it's been a struggle all night on offense.
Well, the Lions are going to have to find a way to get past this Timberwolf team in football. They have a pretty good losing streak against this program, and they're not that much better. Not that the streak would indicate. Art dropping back. He's going to be pressured. He's going to flush out, and he's going to set up and throw down the left sideline. Pass complete, 10-5. And there's another Timberwolf touchdown to Zane Claybrook here on the near sideline. And there's an example that you can see where the defense is just gassed, Mark.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, they had him kind of contained. He's a good athlete. He was able to break out, and the receiver just, took down the sideline and nice pass on the run, hit him in stride, and able to get in for a touchdown.
point after attempt coming up from Gagire, and it's up and good. It is now a 49-0 score with 28 seconds remaining here in the third. We'll take a moment, and before we get into the fourth, we'll mention the gold sponsors one last time. Mercy Veterinary Hospital, online at mercy-vet.com. They're a privately owned 15,000 square foot state of the art small animal veterinary practice with a luxury pet resort. They want to be your trusted animal hospital. They offer a wide range of services to meet all your pet's needs, from comprehensive preventative care and vaccines to management for chronic conditions to acute illnesses to soft tissue and orthopedic surgery, all the way to luxury boarding, doggy daycare, and grooming. Their experienced veterinarians and dedicated staff provide compassionate and personalized care. They also prioritize your pet's health and happiness and treat your pet like family, which is what everyone wants for their pet. Gagire to kick off for the Timberwolves here, as it's been all Cedar Park here in the third. Toe to leather. It's a short kick that's going to be fielded by the Lions' number 13, Aiden Steriker. He's going to carry it up to about the 27-yard line before he's stopped by number 7, Garrison Cockrell. Line offense, they got to put something together here, Mark.
Yeah, it looks like they have a new quarterback in, number 19, Mason Montgomery. So he's coming in for the Lions.
The youngster, sophomore, getting some very valuable varsity experience against a really good defense. So, I mean, you're not going to see much better defenses than the Timberwolves. Horsey, the running back, to the left of the new quarterback. Montgomery rolls to his left, passes in the flat complete for a gain of about 3 yards. That was completed to Aiden Parker to make it, yes, 2nd and 7. They're going to give him the 31-yard line.
And that should be it for the third quarter.
Yeah, we'll flip again our roles, Mark, and I'll mention Rush Automotive real quick, and then we'll get into the fourth. Rush Automotive, the other gold sponsor, online at myrushauto.com/Leander. You can call them at 512-548-6134. That's 512-548-6134. They provide premium auto care, and they have the skills, knowledge, and commitment to diagnose and fix any issue you may have with your car or truck. They utilize state-of-the-art tools, technology, and equipment to ensure flawless results with their certified technicians. They stand out from the rest due to their work ethic, dedication, and expertise in their auto repair shop. Their customer service and customer lounge is top notch. There isn't a service or repair need that they cannot handle. So reach out for your automotive needs to myrushauto.com/Leander, and thank the folks at Rush Auto for sponsoring your Leander Lions.
Yeah, so we head into the fourth quarter. It's been all Cedar Park tonight. Lions trail 49-0. Looks like we're going to get some other players in the game here on probably both sides of the ball. So we'll try and get their names for you as well. Montgomery in at quarterback for the Lions. Spread formation. Takes a snap, looking to throw, pumps, goes down the sideline, and it is caught. Oh, he dropped it. Looked like he had it caught in and out of the hands of, looked like number 9, Morrow.
It was Joseph Morrow.
Couldn't tell if the defender got his hand in there at the last minute or not, but a pretty good pass by Montgomery, right on the numbers.
Yeah, I was going to just say that. Pretty good pass from the youngster, Mason Montgomery. He's got the name of a former famous Lion, not football player, but baseball player that's in the bigs somewhere.
AAA. Maybe moving up next year, hopefully so. So here we go. It's third and about 8, 3rd and 7. Another pass play down the middle. Oh, and that's got to be a flag. That is a flag. It's thrown.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Try to go tomorrow again, and he was upended right about the 45-yard line. So Lions will have a 1st and 10.
Yeah, there's this rule that says you can't hit the receiver with the ball in the air. I guess I should be working the scoreboard, huh? So where are we at? That's going to give the
It's
Lions
going to give Lions a first down. So they'll place it right at the 46. 11:47 left here in the game. See if I can get some other scores in the district.
I'm guessing there's some tighter scores probably.
College Station 28, A&M Consolidated 21. Grizzlies are now trailing the Eagles 28-20. It's going to be a handoff to Woldridge. He bounces outside, tries to turn the corner. Cedar Park comes up hard and he takes a loss. Loses about 3 or 4. They just keep bouncing him outside. That's what you got to do. But Cedar Park is smart on defense. They're going to go from inside to outside and use those angles to knock you out of bounds, and that's what they did.
Well, they do a good job of stringing that out, and you're going to have to get a lane or a cutback lane of some type to gas this defense. And they have guys in pursuit as well. So, but you find the right lane with the speed of Woldridge, you should be able to make a decent run.
And Eastview's up on Hendrickson 25-7. So 2nd and about 14. Forshe with the ball. Goes forward. Barrels ahead. Picks up about 5 on that carry. So it's now going to be 3rd and about 8. All right, the 48-yard line of Leander. Clock down to 10:30 and rolling. Three receiver set for the Lions. Little play action, swing pass out to Woldridge, but too tall, incomplete.
Yep. Still 4 down territory here, I think.
Yeah, you may as well go for it.
Give your young quarterback another opportunity to look at a defense and make a throw here. We've seen some accurate passes. We got one dropped and then an interference that gave the Lions a first down. So the offensive line's doing a pretty good job of protecting Montgomery. So let's see what they can do here. The Lions may be burning as much of the play clock as they can and then calling a timeout as it's down to 10 seconds. Looks like they may try to snap it, though.
Little play action, roll out to the right. Hits his receiver. It's going to be short of the first down. That was to number.
Oh, that's pretty close. But yeah, it looks like it may be a yard shy.
Completion to number 5, Joe Weesey.
You didn't see him on offense much this year, so getting an opportunity.
Unless it's a double number, because he's usually on defense, so that's what we have on our roster. So maybe that was him out there.
I bet it was. They're giving guys opportunities to get out and do some things. You know, you may not play on offense if you're a defensive guy, but you still practice a position.
So now in at quarterback is David Cooper for the Wolves. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Picked up about 4 on that carry. And that was Win once again, number 6. So they're just going to be more than likely just running clock here and giving some people some opportunities. They may throw in some passes here and there to ease the run game, but we'll see.
Look like they're lining up some run formation.
Play action. Pass out here to number 19. And he gets brought down. Tackled by number 6 for the Lions, Luke Webster.
Flag on the play, though, over here near the 47. It's going to be a false start. So that'll negate that gain and push the Timberwolves backwards. It'll remain second.
So they'll mark the ball right at the 44. It'll be 2nd and 12. Cedar Park taking their time. Clock is rolling at just about 9 minutes left here in the ball game. Tighten up their formation. One receiver on the near side. Cooper looking to throw. Looking downfield, and he throws it out. It is caught. Going to be knocked out of bounds a little bit short of the first down. That was to number 84 for the Wolves.
Certainly,
Ethan Lethke.
Certainly made it into third and a manageable distance for the Timberwolves here. Lions need to stop bad.
Ball's on the ground. He picks it up. Lots of pressure. Rolls out to the left side. Throws it all the way down the field. It's in the air, and it's going to be short. Incomplete.
Will they punt? I mean, it's the area of the field where a lot of teams will go for it. We'll see. It looks like they're leaving now. They're going to bring them off. They bring out the punt unit.
So 8:17 left. 4th down. 17 Shirley is back, ready to punt for the Timberwolves, and back deep for the Lions is number 13 Steriker.
Steriker waiting to get that lane tonight. Timberwolves special teams have been good.
Snap is back. The punt is off, end over end. Catches at the 17, and he'll go down about the 18. So while we have a break here, let's go through our roster, and I hope we don't have someone in the wrong classification here, but we want to give a shout out to all the seniors. We'll read them out. Number 0, Langston Brady. Number 5, Joe Weesey. Number 7, Anthony Ugo. Number 9, Joseph Morrow. Number 12, Jacob Harrison. We'll pick up some more as we go along. Since this is senior night, we want to salute those guys for their last season here at Leander. So 8:07 left here in the ball game. Montgomery in at quarterback. Play action, looking to throw. Pass down the far sideline, a little too tall for Parker. Incomplete. Some more seniors. Number 14, Aiden Parker. Number 15, Caleb Watts. Number 17, Augustus Bayerina. Number 18, Charles Allender. We also have number 21, Jacob Bailey. Number 22, Wilma Frey. So 2nd and 10. Hand off to Isaac Montgomery. Got some room. See if he can make someone miss. He does. Goes out to the 30, the 40. Just steps out of bounds. Otherwise, he may have been able to streak down the sideline. But yeah, nice run by the freshman there here late in the ball game. We've seen bursts of his speed throughout this season, and he's going to be a big player here for Leander in the next couple years.
Yeah, he's only a freshman, so he's got 3 more years of production for the Lions. In fact, you'll see him becoming quite a focus of the offense over the next couple of seasons.
So they pick up a first down. The clock is down to 7:51. It's going to be another handoff off the right side. Spin move. Makes somebody miss. Picks up a couple yards. Another run by Montgomery. Picks up about 2 or 3. Some more seniors. Number 32, Ivan Rodriguez. Number 33, Matthew Heald. We also have number 40, Michael Segovia. Number 42, Chase Milne. Number 44, Ryan James. Number 56, Luis Chavez. Number 58, Jay Stevens. So 2nd and about 7. So Lions. It's going to be a play action off to the right side. Caught. Gets up close to a first down. Nice reception there by number 14. That was Parker.
Well, they didn't give him the first. Come on now.
Some more seniors. Number 61, Jorge Ruiz Williams. Number 64, Ty Stutzman. Number 66, Joseph Tavasi. We also have number 72, Matthew Alvarez. Number 73, Zane Arevalo.
That's you hardly ever get to call those O linemen.
3rd down, run up the middle, got some room for a first down, and good tough run there by number 48, Quarshie. And there's a flag down at the 47-yard line.
That's in a bad spot.
That's going to be a hold, so they'll move them back.
Instead of 3rd and 1, it's 3rd and 11 now. Well, instead of a first down, actually.
So where did I leave off? Number 75, Ty Stutzman. We also have number 77, Gavin Rodriguez, and number 92, Tyler Witt. So if I missed any seniors, I apologize. We'll go through these once again next week, which will be the final game for Leander, as they travel out to Georgetown, play Eastview.
That's going to be a tough game. Eastview's shown flashes of being pretty good. They beat Glenn pretty handily, in fact.
Pass. Caught. Tries to bounce outside, gets past the 50 and a little bit short of the first down. Another reception by Aiden Parker.
Boy, he's just maybe 1.5 yards, 2 yards shy. Lions will go for it here on 4th.
Pretty good job by Montgomery throwing some passes here. Clock is down inside of 6 minutes. So Quarshie is now back into the backfield. Montgomery out of the game. 4th and 2. Quarshie with the ball. Tries to go forward, and he dives forward. I think they're going to get first down, and they will. They move the chains. Gets that lean right at the end to get that first down. Good job.
He's got some big legs, large lower half of his body. He was able to keep those legs churning and pick it up.
Yeah, did that last week. Able to get that first down to seal the win for Leander with a nice run. Montgomery back in the game in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Isaac Montgomery off the right side. Cuts inside, gets about 4 on that carry. Looking at a 2nd and 6. Few substitutions here for Leander. So Montgomery. Looking to throw another pass. Caught by number 14. Bounces outside down the sideline. Gets knocked out of bounds about the 27. Once again, Parker. Another reception.
Another first down.
And no flags.
Shockingly.
So Lions to looking to put their first points on the board here late in the ball game. Clock is at 4:20.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out. Lions have one shutout this year. They don't want to add to that total.
Looking to throw, and it is nice catch.
Nice throw as well.
Bayerino with the nice catch there in coverage. It was Becker, number 5, on coverage there, but a nice catch by Bayerina, and they moved the chains. Another first down. Ball's going to be at the 12-yard line.
This is probably the deepest penetration of the Lions offense tonight. They had one inside the 20 in the first half, but were unable to convert.
Another handoff to Isaac Montgomery. Bounces inside.
Gets a little scrum, a push.
Yep, still going. It's inside the 5-yard line. They're not blowing the whistle yet. Wow.
First and goal.
Inside, they're probably marking about the 2-yard line.
Nice job by the offensive line to recognize that Isaac Montgomery wasn't going to go down and that they could assist their running back. Under 3.5 minutes in the game.
Yep, so first and goal at the 2-yard line.
I've had the scoreboard on the third quarter this whole fourth quarter.
So Lions looking to put some points on the board.
And they need them.
So it looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Well, the Timberwolves are going to do what they can to try to shut out the Lions, and they don't want to give any points to their rival.
Yeah, I don't know if that was theirs or Lions, because Lions were trying to get another lineman off the field, and breaking the huddle could have had a potential
12 men.
I don't know. Yeah, we weren't counting, but yeah, they're trying to scramble off the field at the last minute.
They call those illegal substitutions now, but instead of too many men on the field. But
so we got a timeout. So let's give one last shout out to our gold level sponsors, Mercy Veterinary Hospital at mercy-vet.com and Rush Automotive at myrushauto.com/Leander. Our silver level sponsors, Leander Athletic Club at leanderathleticclub.com, Locke Governmental Affairs on LinkedIn and Facebook, and RDZ Roofing at rdzroofing.com. Thank you, sponsors. So Lions will come out with a loss tonight, trying to put some points on the board here with some of their players that don't see a lot of time, but they're doing a good job out there right now, able to move the ball down the field and looking to score. It'll be a quick handoff to number 61, trying to get in the end zone, and he does.
yes.
Jorge Ruiz Williams with the carry. The quarterback, was that Mitchell or something? I don't know who that was handing the ball off, but it looked like they gave it to Jorge Ruiz Williams, the offensive lineman, able to get in for a touchdown, and he'll remember that.
He plays in that wing position, that H back position when you see that formation for the Lions, but you don't see him get the ball. He's always a lead block.
The kick is up and it's good. So Lions able to get a touchdown late here in the ball game. 2:57 left.
Get that shutout off there. Nobody wants that.
So Lions will be traveling to Birkelbach Stadium next Friday. Support your Lions. It'll be their final game of the season against the Eastview Patriots. So Chuck and I will be heading out to the game there. Fun place to have a game like that stadium out there.
I go there quite a bit doing some coverage for Southwestern University. They play their home games there. So about 5, well, if you count at least Georgetown or Eastview every year, I'm there six times a fall. So it is a nice stadium, though. Not quite as nice as the press box here at Basie Bible, but it is pretty much very close to this level.
So Lions getting ready to kick and back deep for the Timberwolves. See if I can get their numbers here.
I bet we kick an onside.
Number 10, Brown on one side deep. And I can't see the other one. 83 maybe? Noah Wallace. Deep kick. It's going to go into the end zone and out of the end zone.
Well, you can see the Lions are going to have quite a leg to go into next season. They've had Ivan this whole last couple of seasons, and he's been quite a weapon both as a punter and a kicker. And we've seen over the last few weeks his younger brother Renee, and pretty good himself.
Yeah, as a freshman at that.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of time to work on it. He may have a kicking scholarship before it's all said and done.
High snap. It's going to be a handoff. Number 28 as he gets upfield.
Picks up a first.
That is Michael Edwards with the carry. I'll move the chains. Clock is down to 2:43 and rolling. Cedar Park taking their time, letting the clock run.
Yeah, that's the coaches. You know, the players out there want the play quick, and the coaches are taking their time. Oh, we'll call the play with about 14 seconds on the play clock.
Little play action, pass out to the near side to number 10. Brought down by number 44 for the Lions, Ryan James. Reception by Nicholas Brown.
Getting them in chunks of 10, though. There's 2 plays, and they've gotten 20 yards.
Clock inside of 2 minutes. So we want to thank all of you for tuning in and listening to Leander Lions football. A couple more plays, and that'll be the ball game tonight. Lions will go down 49-7. Little play action pass, swing out to the far side. Tries to split the defenders and able to pick up another first down, knocked out of bounds. Well, these players want to score too, Chuck.
Yeah, I was going to say that's why you say the Cedar Park's taking their time. It's the coaches taking their time. The players are up on the ball wanting a play because they haven't gotten to get into a whole lot of games. And so when you get your opportunity, you want to take advantage, obviously. Lions defense, they've got some guys out there that don't play regularly and some guys that are mixed in that do, and they want to get a stop. We're under a minute now, about 50 seconds and counting.
Cooper with a handoff to number 28. Gets enough for, looks like another first down.
10-yard chunks just about every play. That's Segovia getting the stop to prevent it from being more.
28, Michael Edwards with that carry. So the clock is now down to 25 seconds.
They can just not run a play and the game will be over. The play clock hasn't even started.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to let the play clock roll, and that will be the game. So Lions lose 49-7. Once again, Lions will have their final game of the season next week at Birkelbeck Stadium against the Eastview Patriots. Thanks for tuning in for Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. For Chuck Cracy, I'm Mark Sickles. If you can make it out to Trunk or Treat, we will be there pending any weather changes. So thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Go
Goodbye.
Lions.